this off Jay.
Dude, that thing.
That's a nice little ride.
Good information to share?
Does he have good information?
Yeah.
He's. Oh, I don't want to talk about it live, but he's pretty low on the price.
He's workable. Very
He's the best
reasonable.
guy.
Yeah.
Very reasonable, but I don't think she's gonna see it that way.
1, 2. There we go. How are your headphones? Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see how this is helpful.
I'm
Yeah,
still like
yeah.
on the splash screen.
The idea behind it is just it helps prevent you, so you can hear yourself, so you don't talk over other people. That's the idea with them.
There we go. I see us.
We're gonna screw everybody up. We were early last week, early this week.
We're like 10 minutes early this week, though.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
Tim Connors, what's going on? Sam Joey, Bob R. All right. Oh, this thing is. The microphone stands are slowly quitting on us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think we have an option.
Mr. DJ, what's going on? Oh, I have an option, buddy. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Did that do it?
Just took a little bit of grip.
Just keep adding tension. Only one thing can happen from there.
Mr. DJ, Scott Ivorone, Kinda, what's going on? Good to see everybody. Going to have a real nice show today.
Kinda,
Nick in the chat.
I need the serial number of the camera you shot with, because I cannot download the, what do you call it? Insta360 app without that.
Josh, can I get a little headphone volume?
Mm-hmm.
Been
1,
listening to
2,
that 12
3.
turned all the way up.
There
There
you
we go.
I think my ears are getting bad.
Sam Joey, what's going on? Oh, my ears have been bad for a long time.
Pretty
So
sure.
Kyle Britt, Heller, what's going on?
Thank you, sir. We can chat after, obviously. Don't put the serial number in the chat.
Will it matter?
No, it won't. I'm just...
Just waiting for these guys to wake up over here, waiting for Corey to get out.
Yep.
Get this party started. Are things you have to explain about the podcast, Josh?
It's pretty, we're pretty open here. We don't throw any particular individuals or companies under the bus besides the government. Everything, is pretty much on the table. You can swear, we're okay.
All right.
Sweet.
That's about it. Like I said,
Like regular life.
Exactly. Literally like Corey was saying, the exact same conversation we were just having, just with the microphones on. And then, we'll talk for a comfortable amount of time, probably 45 minutes or so, see where the discussion goes and go from there.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm going to hit this one. Give it a minute in the chat.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Yes, we get the people coming in here. Sam Joey. Oh, he ran into Johnny Rollhard. It was really nice to have him on the show.
It was
What's the
great.
Details by Doug.
It was a solid episode.
Yeah.
Oh, but I hear something.
I think it was.
That was me. I've been
Oh.
looking. TCS put up a new video. LZ World Tour Ireland Day 1.
Ireland.
Guessing.
Ireland.
Guessing it's not working on my motor right now.
I don't think there's much of any work going on.
Not much progress on the
Hey,
GTR.
looks like a great video though.
I'll watch it later for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Won't be happy about it.
The chair squeak is bonkers. Yeah, we have no money.
I fixed mine.
No money.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All right.
Yeah, so you got to deal with the square cheek.
Yeah,
That's all we
maybe
got.
get different speakers.
Yeah.
I fixed mine. I can go get
What do you got? A reference
I don't
sound
know what
system
one
over
is
there?
squeaking.
It's not mine anymore. I can go get the.
It's made something's made a squeak a couple times, and I'm not sure what
Big
it is.
Fuzzy. I'm in Florida. Rip Arthur. Love you guys. Love you too, buddy. Still, that man lives forever in my memory.
Did
That's
he
it.
drive?
Absolutely rent free.
Never forget.
One of the fucking gods of this world.
Did you take the Mustang down?
Yeah, did you take the Steeder down there? I hope so. I like the hood too. When will the merch ship out? Actually, Doug, that merch was a scam. You're not going to get it.
Actually,
Sorry, bud.
It's all on order.
yeah.
I
Dick Bazaar, $19.99, fixed chair. Thanks, buddy.
It's huge.
That'll buy us the can of
The
WD-40 that's required.
Yeah.
I Like I said, I dove into mine last week, but
Mine's pretty
It's still quiet.
Mine's
yeah,
pretty quiet.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. It
Well, it's
did
like-
stink like air coil in here for a while, like the lubricating.
I think if you
Somebody
go
spray it on?
way back with yours, that's when it.
You were gonna tip over.
Yeah, when you go full 12 o'clock, boys.
Yeah. Make more hoodies. I know
Scam
it's almost
Uh,
hoodie season.
hoodies
It
are
is.
coming. Hoodies
Hoodie's
are
gonna
coming.
be
Oh, and
in the
Doug,
summer. We'll get hoodies.
the the
Ransom Garage.
order
What's
is
on?
with the printer. We're just waiting to get the official come pick these up.
Fortunately, the
or they're
printer's now
shipped.
with God, so you're never gonna get that.
No, he's good. He's good.
On order, the oldest trick in the book. Tim gets it. Ransom Garage. There he is.
I'm trying. I have a
Ransom
bunch of
Garage
stuff.
Busy scraping the internet for Japanese car carriers for me right now.
You already
You
got him on
told
the
him,
hunt.
huh?
Yeah.
What a guy! Oh, me and Peter in constant communication.
Constant bad
Constant
decisions.
contact.
I have stuff ready.
Whoa,
Um,
Andy Lenz is wearing a not revival hoodie. Don't like that at all.
I have stuff ready to go, but
What
I
are you
truly
wearing?
don't want to put up another pre-order until we ship the pre-order of the pre-order stuff.
That's because Andy's not wearing anything.
Yeah.
That's what he's not
That's-
telling you.
It's a win for him.
Don't order the hat.
No,
you can't
definitely
order any
order the hat.
hats. There's
Josh got
nothing
us
you-
all hats.
There's nothing you can order right now. Nothing
I
on
don't
the
know
site.
I saw a video with Sam Dabines
Mm-hmm.
wearing his revival crew neck.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice
You know, I seen a
representing.
video with Mr. Sloan wearing his revival crew neck.
What a guy. Naked with Chipotle. Love that, buddy. Every Wednesday. Love that picture.
Pass the guac.
Guac is extra. Are you all right with that?
Dude, somebody at my work is like, they just came back from getting lunch,
Yeah.
and they're like, I just paid $30 for a burrito at Chipotle.
Yeah, dude.
What did they do?
I don't know.
How do you even get there?
I don't know. It's a
They
lot.
door dashed it.
I
Yeah,
haven't been.
Yeah, it
to,
had to be.
I haven't been to Chipotle in.
Wade, what's up?
I don't even know.
I haven't been to Chipotle in a while, man, since they killed all those people up in Boston.
I think the last time you went was when you made the knockoff free burritos.
No, it was after that. My mother-in-law loves Chipotle, but she's from Poland.
Get the hell out
And
of
she
here.
thinks it's the most legitimate Mexican food.
That's unbelievable.
Even though Jake owns Tallulah's and is like an award-winning chef. She's like, I like it better. And we got it last time. I was like, Marta, this is trash. Like, this is really bad. And she finally agreed.
it's amazing.
It was an exceptionally bad Chipotle day that day. And then it was like a 10-minute drive back to my house where, like, those burritos get cold and they just became rocks.
It's just
Oh, it's so gross.
yeah.
Well,
They leave a lot on the table. Let's put it
Staying
that way.
1282 got his title for his chaser in the mail today. Hashtag feels good.
Love that.
Hashtag what's a title. Ransom Garage. Where's Nanny's favorite Cummins driver? Nanny's favorite Cummins driver made 25 more horsepower than my NA 4-cylinder with a supercharger, so you better quiet down. Moe's around here is better than Chipotle. I've never been to Moe's.
I've never been to Moe's. either.
Moe's
I've
is a
heard of
tavern in The
Moe's.
Simpsons, though.
Oh, I've been to Moe's once. Not good.
I'd rather have Chipotle than most.
Yeah,
I've never been to Moe's. I agree with you.
the vegetable section leaves a lot to
You know what I will say?
beg for.
Baja.
Baja's the best.
Baja.
R.I.P.
Hey, rest
founder.
in peace to the founder, Bob. That's a sad bell.
Aggressive.
That's a sad bell, yeah.
What was his
Are
name?
you
I don't
familiar
know
with
his
Baja?
name.
I don't think
He's
I've
not
ever
from
been.
Rhode Island. They got like 25
He's got-
locations in Rhode Island.
16
I don't live that
locations
far away.
in New England.
Nah, I don't think he's in New England, dude. I think it's just in Rhode Island.
I'm going to look it up.
I bet he's got one in like Amherst or something.
Oh, that's too far away.
R.I.P. Baij Abraham or David Boutros.
Great jobs on topics. Thanks, Rick. That was a year ago. Thanks for mentioning it now. Bueno Asano. Oh, Nick gets it.
All right,
Nick, you're a bad
locations.
man. Original
We
baby
got
arm.
Worcester, Mass, Raynham, Mass. We've got Middletown. That's obviously that. Attleboro, Mass. Those are all the Mass locations.
Yeah, I was just like, keep reading Rhode Island towns.
Manchester, Connecticut.
Think about it, Manchester? Manch
Oh.
Vegas?
Glastonbury, Connecticut. That's
What?
wild.
What?
And then the rest of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
God bless. But anyways, the founder passed away
Yeah.
today
Today's when they posted it.
It said a couple days ago.
of one of our favorite spots, and you hate to see it because that guy's successful as hell.
Interestingly enough, I seen that article this morning. I drove by a Baja on the
Paul,
way
get
here,
it,
and it
buddy.
was just packed. So I think they're paying tribute.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
in
going to have to go
G-Berry?
swing by.
Yo, G-Berry's got a Baja. It's a Rhode Island taco chain, Mexican chain
Glastonbury,
that
Baja.
slaps.
It's on. It's 2450 Main Street, Glastonbury.
I mean,
Monday through
Paulie,
Sunday.
I don't realize anything, by the way. would realize it's me by now. You got the wrong guy. Also, I was in the woods Rhode Island Sunday. Didn't know it existed. You're probably at my house. What else was I gonna say? Shit, I forgot.
It's gone now. Gone forever. I'm on this this website now. Looking at car carriers.
So glad you got titled up.
Yeah.
Love that.
The car carrier game. Yeah, I'm curious now. I'm curious about the car carrier game.
Matt Wood's going this weekend to
Go for
Baja.
it. Go for it.
God bless, dude.
Let me know how it is out there.
Yeah, have a good time. Wait, everybody calm the fuck down. That's Paul Star Wars?
You didn't know
Yeah.
this?
Oh my God, you didn't.
Wait, you really didn't know?
I know Paul. I know his real last name. And every time I see him, I love him. I didn't know he was staying 1282.
Wait, he won a B for B giveaway.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was
I don't pay
Paul
any
Star
attention
Wars.
while I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm just here to talk. Paul, God bless, man. Jesus.
I'm just here to
I'm gonna,
talk.
I'm gonna buy you lunch next time I see you. That's unbelievable.
What
Should
a
make
time.
sense with the Ransom Peak connection, et cetera, et cetera. Jesus, everything.
I mean, this could be. This is just. Hold
this
on.
just
you know
changed.
what? You
I
know what
just
I wanna
changed my
bring
life.
up?
I didn't think Paul even listened to us.
You know what I want to bring up in the pre-show, Josh?
Yep.
How come John doesn't need to do this switch from thing to thing?
Because he does everything off of one machine.
It was so
smart.
much smoother.
Why can't you do that?
Why does he do that?
I
What
feel
is?
bad hitting those
I don't
balls.
know if he just must pull the chat up on his own PC.
Yeah, and then he just drags it.
Yeah. Well,
over?
because typically I loosely call him an intern who would sit who would sit over there and handle this stuff, but he's clearly not.
I partially
here.
call him a human. No, he's a great dude.
No, he lives.
I'd like to formally apologize to Paul Star Wars.
2 hours away.
Yeah.
That's why it's tough. But this could be somebody.
Dude, you gotta stop
Could be
doing this to
anybody.
me.
I'm trying to go that hard.
This is what I'm talking about. This is it.
I would lose those wheels on the lowest overpass immediately.
I would
definitely-
never take the car off.
I can't be trusted if it like yours with a second height, the second one up. I can't be trusted with that.
That one's really not that tall. You should be all right.
I think I just screwed us up. Paul's canceling this B
You're
for B.
gonna ruin the whole truck with the roads around here.
Yes.
You're not gonna
Yeah,
lose
that
yeah.
front bumper is
Well, luckily
out of pocket.
I'll just throw New Jersey barriers on the side. Josh, go back to the last picture where it clearly shows that truck is built out of Jersey barriers.
Those are like the Carvana trailers. Have you
Yeah.
seen those yet?
Yeah. Just
yeah.
a
It's
bunch
like-
of plastic stuff.
It's like a piece of Coroplast
Hey,
on the
maybe
side.
when Carvana goes out of business, I can buy one of those things.
They got funding again. They were supposed to go down, and then they got more funding, and now they're back, and it's just
That thing's tight. I do like the fact that if you're listening, oh no, this is pre-show. You got to be watching.
yeah.
Wow.
Because I put the car up there, it looks so good up there, and I'm like, I'm not taking it off.
Yep,
That's it.
that's staying on there
That's
forever.
all she wrote. Doesn't even have to run. You just pop it there.
Yeah.
I just got B for B canceled by Paul Star Wars. He's out.
It's cool that the
I'm
livery,
effectively costing the show money now.
I know you mentioned earlier, maybe the livery they match.
Yeah.
Like this,
Yeah, it's the best. looking.
that's
Hey, you gotta go all
That's
the way,
good.
man.
You got to go all in.
yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of liveries to apply. Do your truck in all your cars?
You get like a magnet, and then like
I sell that
peel it
stuff. We
off.
can get you a
I don't
magnet.
know.
Yeah. We can make that happen.
We can hook that up.
We can definitely make that happen.
Gaptimus Prime. Oh God, unbelievable.
Big fan of that rig. We'll call it
I can't believe you know about Igor, and Igor's not in the chat yet. That's unbelievable.
of.
If you're everyone who's outside your house revving the shit out of the car,
At the most
it's him.
inopportune time.
See, that happens all the time.
That's Igor.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's probably.
I'm
he's
thinking
probably
you guys
street
live suspiciously close to each
Yeah,
other.
he's probably street tuning his Atom,
Right.
just fucking chucking pistons in
A
there.
Miata just bouncing off the rev limiter.
Just that
Yeah.
Miata failed first autocross. It's not funny, but it sucks.
Oh, that's the worst.
He
So
showed us that thing. He's like,
1990
check this out. We're like, oh Jesus.
Is it Hino? Hino?
What?
Hino?
What I got?
Hino's a Zuzu.
No,
company, I think.
I'm just looking at him online now.
Hino
Okay,
Ranger
so
hauler.
it's a little bit weird because the one I have is a Toyota Dyna. It's actually a Toyota Dyna,
Yeah.
but it's a Hino.
Yeah.
Like the VIN plate, everything's a Hino.
What? Did the cab flip forward?
Yes, it does.
That's so cool.
Store your stuff under there.
I'm thinking you hard park, right? Car on it, flip the cab forward. You got underglow going.
You know what's sick as well? You have an RTI ramp with the ramp if you have an off-road vehicle. You can kind of go
Yeah.
half up it on the side.
All right, so now you're giving me ideas. I'm going to Japanese Car Day at Lars Anderson Sunday.
It's this Sunday, right?
It's this Sunday.
I can make it.
You
I might make it.
I can't.
I'm bringing the carrier truck,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna bring 2 of my mystery cars.
You should.
My Cara, the AZ1 would be going. It is naked though, but it's going.
I'm bringing my.
I'm not sure what the second car will be yet.
Yeah. This thing is really cool.
I'm gonna
I
bring
know.
what am I gonna
Ranger.
bring? My M3.
You go.
Wait.
Fuck it.
The Germans have tried to, you know,
They've been
Infiltrate
friends. They were
before, yeah.
friends.
Show up the street, park it outside. Are you
No,
coming in? Like, no.
I'd bring the Beat. That'd be fun to
Yeah,
bring.
the beat would be great.
I just put a sub in it, which is like the funniest thing ever to put a sub in.
The sub would be cool. Yeah, this thing is.
The sub needs so much volume pump through it to make any noise, and the cabin's so small, it's crazy.
Where did you put the sub?
Behind the passenger seat, powered sub. You can take out the document folder,
Okay.
and it only protrudes maybe a half inch more than the document folder does.
Okay.
So you can still sit there. It's rest in peace to your passenger, though.
It's getting real.
It's like having a
Rip off
bad meal every.
kidneys.
It's having a bad meal every time you drive in the car. Oh man, does Dipset sound so tight in that
Go
thing?
to Taco Bell before. and-
Yeah.
yeah, really
It,
loosen
it
them
will
up.
counterbalance. It's
Yeah.
like noise canceling headphones.
Yeah.
It's the reverse frequency in your stomach.
Yeah,
to the,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, right. You just, it just creates a vacuum. That's all. It just creates a vacuum.
They
Nothing
cancel each
happens.
other out.
Just complete straight through. All right, you want to get this show on the
Yep.
road?
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Let me get everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here.
Big
What's up,
shouts.
gamers?
What's up, gamers?
Brown upholstery is in. Ooh. Brown zebra.
There you go. Scroll on over. Should be in your peripheral. 3, 2, 1.
There's that squeak.
That's what the squeak is. It's not even the chair.
Oh,
it's the
it's your
mic
stupid
holder.
mic
Yeah,
stand.
we can
You
lube that
scammed the
up
guy out
after.
of chair funds.
Oh well, that you will.
We're
WD-40.
going to
It'll
reroute
still.
the chair funds to the mic stand
Not the
funds.
first time we scammed that guy.
Yeah.
Won't be the last.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Josh Garcia, and welcome to the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Hu
Hey.
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
In studio today, we have Mr. Raymond. You can follow him on Instagram at Anything Wheeled. He's here to chat about his K vehicle obsession. Dare I call it an obsession?
Yes, it's an addiction.
An addiction. There we go. He played a pivotal role in helping the K cars get their rightful, what do you want to call it? Rightful registration in Massachusetts. He's been dealing with that because he has many of them. So we're going to hear his story about that. And then we're going to break for a moment and do our normal news and all that sort of stuff. So, as always, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for tuning into the YouTubes, all that great stuff. You can go to our website, revivalmotoring.com, where you can sign up for the B4B. What is B4B, you ask? We will explain that later. And I think later we're going to get some stuff to give away as well this week.
Boy,
So,
did we ever.
we're going to do that later on. But first, we'll get right into talking to Ray and find out exactly, what's going on in his world, the K world that he lives in. Matter of fact, he drove a K vehicle I've never seen before up until today, a Honda Z.
So, what is it? Honda Z UM4 Turbo. I think
Something
that's
like that,
that's
yeah.
the
Damn.
this is the
You
entirety
get that
of,
baby locked in.
Yeah, it also has a LEV sticker on the back for a low emission vehicle.
Love that. Love that.
Matt Wood, those kick ass. Obviously, he would know what that is off the top of his head.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a very cool vehicle.
What year is that thing?
It's a 98,
Oof.
Okay.
so it's not too old yet.
No.
No, not at all. 98, brand new.
And you just, it was basically just off the boat, what, a couple days, week?
It was off the boat in August.
Okay.
In the midst of the whole band stuff.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
it was inconvenient because I bought all this stuff before band stuff happening, and then once it started, I was like, crap, I got stuff on the way.
You seem to time things really well. Between the band stuff, you had stuff on the way. Now the port closure, you have stuff on the way.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get caught up in everything if you're just constantly buying stuff. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
You're just gonna hit it all.
Got to keep the lanes open.
I know, somebody has to pay those longshoremen.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
There he
true.
is.
So we talked or mentioned it before. Obsession, addiction. Your addiction to K cars. Where did it start?
It started 4 years ago, in the depths of the Rona.
Okay.
So I've always had like a single car where I had like a fun car. Would have my daily, whatever. If it's not something else. At the time, I think I had at that time I still had my '65 Mustang.
Okay.
And then
Is that something you still own?
no, I don't anymore. So
Damn.
I was browsing the internet. I wasn't shopping for a car or anything. Cars and bids started becoming a thing. And I was like, all right, let's just see what people are selling, whatever. I'm just interested. I wasn't looking to buy anything. And guess what? I stumbled across an AutoZam AZ1. I didn't know what the heck it was, but the moment I saw it, I knew I had to have it.
Yeah.
And that thing absolutely ruined my life from that point forward.
That was it.
So I don't usually get a feeling where I really want something so bad where I'm just dysfunctional until I get it. Like, that's not a thing, but like, it happened. So I bid on it. I had no idea what it was. I didn't know how much it was worth. I didn't know whatever. I was like, all right, I didn't want to buy a car. I'll just bid 14 grand on it. That's the best I'll go to. And of course, when 14 grand came along on Cars and Bids, like the final minutes and stuff, some other guy was bidding with me.
Sniping.
Well, not really sniping. He was kind of part of it in the beginning. So I'm just like, all right, I don't want to lose this over like $200. I'll keep bidding. I'll keep bidding. Yeah, 18,250.
Oh,
I decided, okay, stop. No, I can't do it.
Oh, so you bailed?
I stopped. And won.
Attaboy.
Okay. So I was like, okay, fine. I don't know. For the next few days, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't like focus on anything. I could do work. I couldn't do anything.
Yep, been there.
So I was just like, all right, how do I learned so much about it, as much as I could. And then like the next week, a Suzuki Kara, the badge twin, that came up. But that one was in, the best part was this was in like Lexington, I think. So it was very local to me.
Oh,
boy.
That's
And
awesome.
that
Yeah.
was the appeal.
Right.
So
right.
then I got the next week, the Suzuki Kara showed up, and it's the badge twin and whatnot, but that one's in Pittsburgh. So, all right, same deal. I'll bid this one up, but now I've learned enough about these where it's like, all right, I won't pay this much for it because whatever. So I bid that up to 14 grand. I had self-control to stop.
Yeah.
So I stopped on that one. I forgot how much that one went for. And I ended up buying one that was already imported from Duncan Imports, the hoarder of Nissan Figaros. This is before, like, I have a theory that this guy is trying to control the market on AZ1 prices for some reason. He has a crap ton of them. I believe he has like 20 at his warehouses in Virginia and Tennessee, from my last count. So they used to have like 10 of them listed for sale on their website. Now they have like 2 at a time. So it's weird that they release 2 at a time, and they've now increased prices by like $8,000 to $10,000. Because I bought mine for 18 grand back in 2020.
Yeah.
And that was a good deal, I guess. I mean, now looking back,
Now
that's a
it's,
really
yeah,
good deal.
yeah.
It was not rusty. It was 78,000 kilometers or something. And it was there's nothing really wrong with it. And then I come around and start messing with it. So now I became so obsessed that I wanted to learn everything about them. I made a whole website with a knowledge base where I've compiled everything I can get. I bought countless brochures, literature, anything that had anything to do with an AZ1, I bought it. It was horrible. So this is where we learned in the community. I joined and we started talking about stuff. People were like, oh, things are rare. You don't want to break the car. Like, I like to drive my cars. So I had that fear where it's like, where am I going to get parts and stuff? And this is my first like JDM car. Like, I've never had anything like this. I just bought stuff that was here.
Yeah.
So finding rare stuff for these cars, like, remember, these cars are like they're 32 years old now. So low production car with parts, 32 years old, foreign country, that's not good.
Right.
So I started looking into like making stuff that I wanted, like things I wanted to have anyways. Like, I wanted like performance upgrades. We got like turbo dump pipes and stuff. Like, I had all these like local shops in the area basically start making stuff for me, like custom stuff. And then of course, when the community wanted some, because I shared it, I was just like, oh, look what I'm getting. And they're like, can you make me some too? And then this kind of became like its own little business, like AZ1 Custom Parts and stuff. And the community is awesome with this car. Like, because we're so small and tight knit, I guess, and people really adore their cars, they're willing to spend money to buy things that they may or may not need.
Yeah.
Just little things that they want. It started with the downpipes, and then we did, I think the second project was wave track differentials. we
The hell of a second
That's so
project.
sick.
I know. Contracted wave track. We made a whole batch of those. Now, that was kind of against my principle of getting parts made for the car where they're continuously available, but they were so damn expensive, where it's like, one, I don't have that kind of funds to stock these items and hoard them for God knows how long.
Yeah.
And second, I don't have space for that kind of stuff. So I had to kind of weigh and balance like whatever I need to do to just get this product. And, you know, and it's such a, what do you call it? It's a niche product to get like a LSD for this random car.
Right. Especially specifically for already a niche car.
Yes. And like, luckily, the differential fits a few other cars. A few other Ks share the same like drivetrain, like the Alta Works.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But nobody has bought one from the Alta Works. And I don't blame them. They're expensive. It is
What do they cost to get a
so
wave track for it?
in the group buy price, they were $1,400, and
Okay.
I have 4 remaining.
Okay.
And I made a deal with this guy, the guy that's doing windshields and stuff. Basically, he upped the price to like $1,800. He said it's a rare part, and he invested money in it.
So he'll hold. Nice.
He wants it at like $1,800. So I had to price mine accordingly because of taxes and fees or whatever. It's about $2,000 for the remaining ones.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, LSDs aren't cheap.
It's cheaper than an old Suzuki, a used Suzuki Sport one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my there's the knowledge base of exterior parts for an AZ.
Oh,
Yeah, I
sick.
figured I'd just bring some stuff up.
Oh, this is really cool. So you've been compiling all this. This is your website here. What is
Yeah.
it? It's anythingwheeled.com.
Yep. Or
Nice.
autozams.com and that kind of stuff.
A
Like,
redirect?
They
Yeah.
all redirect there.
Yeah. Wow.
So we got like custom remade clutch cables, accelerator cables.
Hell yeah.
I've kind of tried to like bring together all the community stuff too, like these 3D printed things. This is Tom out in Australia. He makes these things. He engineered the stuff and prints them on like an SLA printer, something very fancy apparently.
Yeah. Wow, those are still roll bars you were talking about.
Those
Yeah.
are the roll
yeah.
bars I had made. That was a fun adventure.
Wow.
So I come from an IT background. I work in IT.
Yeah.
Work with servers, networks, and stuff. This is not my thing.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot of crap.
Dude,
Just,
that's
going through
awesome.
To figure out how to make things, where to get things made.
Oh, like repop stickers, decals, all that
Yeah,
I
stuff.
was just
there.
gonna say, even some of these gaskets, all this stuff
Oh,
that.
the gaskets I don't make. Those are Suzuki, like genuine Suzuki parts.
But just to give anybody with an AZ1 a place to know
Yeah,
to go
source them
to
in the
gain some
States.
knowledge and just have some stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
that's huge.
my goal is to keep all these AZ1s alive, as many of them as possible. I was saying earlier, I believe less than 700 of these are
baby.
still alive.
Yeah.
Like in the world.
I mean, you're doing a hell of a job at this website.
But I think the baby is really the knowledge base. If you scroll through a few of those pages, like there's some really cool photos and stuff, historical stuff. What do you got?
See what do we got.
Yeah, that
Basic
fits in
and
all
general
somewhere.
maintenance information.
The
There you go.
development and history on the right.
Development and history. Let's
second
go up.
One, second one on the blue link.
Scooch over. There you are. Wow.
So like people
Oh.
in the community has found all these things, but the group lives on a Facebook
It's
like,
so sick.
group. It sucks
Yeah.
for like
It definitely
Yeah,
documentation and
definitely.
stuff.
So.
So bringing everything together here, like finding more things, buying stuff, like it's cool because the AZ1 was engineered in Britain.
Oh, that's cool.
It was. It was.
I mean, I
tested on the
definitely didn't know
Lotus
that
Test Track and
until
stuff.
this moment.
These were the different variants.
Look at the
They
Type
Oh
C.
my god.
That looks like what's that Mazda?
The
The
787.
787.
So, yes. Thank you. That's exactly. It looks like a small version of that.
Yeah,
They're
it
so
really
I believe that's what they were
Cool.
modeling after.
Yeah.
They're
I mean-
so damn cool.
They really are.
There's the rollover test.
Yeah, you just crawl out.
He's alive.
I'm not. I mean, they tipped it over. It's
He
not
made
the
it.
same.
Yeah.
He made it.
He's fine.
We've collected like. Go back up a little bit. Right there, that video, that little clip.
Yep.
We actually can't
Oh,
play
you
it.
can't play it.
No.
Oh, no. So that's footage of them being assembled on the assembly line in Japan back in
No way.
1992.
Dude, you guys been going at it.
Dude, we're going ham here.
Oh man.
There's just
I
so
own a
much
vehicle
info.
made by a major vehicle manufacturer
And you
that
can't
has
find
1/32 of the information available.
Dude, I set out to buy all the literature and booklets and stuff. We have scans of everything, basically. I bought every single brochure that's been known to man that has this stuff, like the original factory stuff.
Yeah.
The only one, I missed one. I thought paying $100 for it was a little absurd, and now I regret it. I have not seen another one since.
Did you have the same addiction to the Mustang?
No.
What do you think sparked so much of this? Just because of, was it just kind of like the perfect time of, all right, yep, I have this car, but now I got to learn all this stuff, and that really helped spark this, the web page and all that sort of stuff?
I think it has something to do with the car itself. It's adorable.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you just
Adorable.
really fell, yeah.
Those little round headlights kind of just sucked me in, and they're like,
Yeah.
join me.
Obsess over
Come
me.
one with me.
Dude,
They
they're
are
like the
super
coolest
cool
car.
cars.
It's very cool to
I
see
mean,
a lot of
Now
this
I really want to
development
go to
stuff.
Japanese car day just to see it.
This might be like a silly question, but like, what's interior room like? Like, I get it, it's small, but like, too small, like
It's like
uncomfortable
normal K
small?
car size, no?
All right, so this
like
is
leg room
debatable.
size. Yeah,
I said this was more practical in a cappuccino. I made a bunch of people mad.
that's all right.
Cappuccino crowd is going
Cappuccino does
go
not have a lot of
wild.
room inside. Dude.
I mean, look, I own a cappuccino too. I have them both. But,
Yeah.
But so I find it okay. I think I'm the maximum like size that would be
How tall are you?
comfortable. I'm 5'10".
Okay.
I know people that are 6'4" and stuff. They own these and they love the thing. And there are mods to fix the height problems. Like Tom out in California, he's pioneered one where
remove
he
your
has-
ankles.
He has to butcher an original seat to do it. But he sits lower than I would.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's actually pretty cool. And I'm like one of those originalist people. I don't like permanently
Cut shit up.
modifying
Yeah.
my car. Even though it's just the seat, it just seems wrong to me. But you got to do what you got to do if you want to comfortably drive the cars.
Yeah, if you want to say it's for a good reason. Where
That was
yes.
like big
yeah.
dudes in S2000s.
Yeah, it's kind
They
of.
had a mod.
Because there's no way you can fit like a normal bucket in that thing, right? And just bolt it to the floor.
I've seen people do that. But
Yeah,
the seats
there you
are
go.
practically bolted to the floor, anyways. The passenger seat is bolted to the floor. the
All right.
driver's seat has a slidey rail.
Yeah, so
Why?
get rid of the sliding rail, bolt the seats to the
Pure
floor. close it.
luxury.
Right.
That's what Tom has basically done. He
That's sick.
cut the seat. He
Yeah.
cut like the lumbar part out of the seat so it would fit on the hump properly.
Mhm.
And then he figured out how to bolt it flat to the floor. And he's just like,
Just in there.
Oh, it's really in
for,
there.
for him, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Put a cushion if the wife drives.
When he pulls up and he gets out of that car, people must be like, "What the?
What
fuck
has
is
happened?"
going on?"
Yeah.
Hey, we've seen tall people get in them.
Yeah.
There's a video online where there's like a 7-foot guy that gets in and closes the door.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's
He
half the fun
probably
of a
can't
K car.
drive.
Yeah.
Everybody at the car show is like, can I sit in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
go fit.
Yeah.
It's definitely cool. I mean, they're wild vehicles. Remember years ago seeing one. Actually, the first one I ever saw was at H2O. It was blue, and I was like, "What is that?
Yeah.
What in the world is that?" And it wasn't until years later another one popped up, and I saw it, and I was able to put the whole thing together. But I mean, I'm just gonna scroll through that website just because I'm
Just
curious.
yeah, to gain some
Yeah,
knowledge.
there's
There's so
lots
many
of stuff
things.
to learn there, and all the historical videos that So I bought videos. People had videos we shared. We transcribed them and translated them to have English subtitles.
Oh my
you guys
God,
can watch.
that's so
All
good.
all kinds of stuff. This is what selling the stuff profits and pays for. Like it's all AZ1 stuff.
Right,
It's
right.
just
Yeah.
madness. The joke here people have made is Ray will sell you a brand new AZ1 piece by piece
It's-
one day.
Listen,
And
I'm in.
my pipe dream is to make a carbon fiber monocoque to
Yeah.
replace the steel things. Therefore, there's no more rust issues.
Yeah.
Well, they just did it with the
A86. Yeah.
A86.
yeah.
Yeah. The
Why don't they-
It's not
Alibaba.
carbon fiber, but
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
we're
there's
getting
a
there.
start. You got to start
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah. You can mold it off of that. Turns out there's so many chassis that are available.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's
The
a lot.
A86 was just the one that got picked up in the news story. There are
Right.
so many available.
There's a
Alibaba's got the
bunch.
whole catalog.
I don't know if you've seen this,
I've
but
seen
like,
it, yeah.
yeah, AliExpress or Alibaba or whatever. It's crazy.
It's wild you can even buy that. Like, that's awesome.
It's
cool.
great. Yeah.
And coming from a Mustang world, like the classic Mustangs, you literally could buy anything. Right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
like it's like that.
And I think just like what you're doing, especially with all those 3D printed parts, that's a huge leap into securing the longevity of a lot of vehicles. Because if you have a design on paper, you can recreate it theoretically now. You track your AZ1.
Yes. I got out to Thompson last year, and I got to do it twice. It was my first track days. I've done autocross in the past with like other cars and stuff, and I did autocross I think the year before in my car. And track days, I prefer track days. They're more fun because I can go faster.
For
Everybody
sure.
does.
For sure.
If you don't, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Thompson, I don't know if you guys been to Thompson. Speedway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, it's not fast, but it's a good track for it because there's so many turns and stuff. And the problem with one of these cars is it makes you too confident because it's so small.
Mhm.
You think you can get away with a lot of things, but yes, but not so much in certain places. So I can only get to. I have about 100 horsepower at the wheel right now. I can get to about 94 miles per hour on turn 1.
Yep.
Got me
That's
beat.
straight.
Yeah.
And then I
What's
end up
the
braking
auto
too
zap?
late.
What's 120 kph? That's what I hit.
It's like 70.
Yeah.
No, maybe 140. Whatever the mirror maxes out at on the speedo. I think it's 140.
140 is like 96, I think. Something
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're up there. Yeah.
I
I
hit
imagine it'd be about the same.
86.
86.
I hit that at the 4 braking zone, and then I just at the 5, and then I just ride the rev limiter till like 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing damn. That's fucking great.
Yeah, I want more. I got more mods to get more power.
Lots of danger.
Yeah.
I'm looking for like 120.
You gotta slow down.
I got
though.
a car
That's the
that
thing, it
goes
doesn't matter.
120 in that thing. And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
It's something.
I was just gonna. What's that thing have for tires?
Yokohama Advance, 8007 in the front and AO52 in the rear.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear
Like
this.
a,
If you
a
did.
good tire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good tires.
What coilovers, anything like that?
I
What
got
else?
coilovers on there. I got
Who even makes coilovers for it?
a company called Navik Kyoto something,
Nice.
little company. There's still other companies that make it, but apparently Gretty made a set for this guy, OMG Builds.
Mhm.
He's building his AZ1
No
for
way.
SEMA.
I follow OMG builds because his DC2 Integra.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's like I've been talking to him. I've been supplying him parts and stuff. We talk back and forth on whatever he's doing. He's trying to make some. He's now making cool parts for the thing, which kind of supplements with whatever I'm doing. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen to those parts after he's done.
Yeah.
But like I like to try to keep a constant supply. But although he's trying to do like these custom motor mounts and stuff, that might be more niche in addition to other stuff. But this is what this is. It's fun. So he's working on motor mounts, and I'm trying to figure that out. He just told me last night on what they're gonna kind of do design. I can help him out with. I sent him like my new motor mounts and stuff, and he's looking for brackets and stuff for measurement. And of course, he doesn't want to take off of his car because then there's no time to do stuff.
Yeah.
So I was able to find him a source, somebody that had these parts, and then they could supply to loan him for the measure and things.
Sick.
Basically, if you want something from an AZ1, I can find it for you.
Which is awesome, and it's great. You're playing a pivotal role in again keeping this particular niche platform going, and it's a platform the AZ1 in particular that I think a lot of people love, and for obvious reasons they're not necessarily attainable, but when everybody sees them, they're like, oh, there it is, or what is that? That's often what is heard. What's going on with that? Why is it so small? Whatever it is.
Is it electric?
Whoa.
It's running, man. It's
Please.
You can hear it, man.
That is just one of your K vehicles.
Yes.
How many K vehicles do you currently own?
I don't. I messed up. I bought too many cars, and it's hard to keep track now. So I have the Suzuki car, the AZ1. I have a Suzuki Carry. That's where the madness started to sprout. That was July 2021.
Okay, so so AZ1 was during COVID.
Yeah.
You took, a receipt of that.
Yeah.
How long in between before you were like, all right, that one's up and running? What's my next one?
Was it 7 months?
Okay, so there's a decent amount of time there.
Because I was still flustered figuring it out.
Yeah.
And then I saw the truck. I'm like, I want the truck too.
Once you realized how easy it was, it was just
Well, I didn't import those, so this one I bought with the Izzy one I bought with the title.
yeah.
Carry I bought on import papers from some guy in Rhode Island. And then from there, I think there was a good lull period where I didn't buy anything.
Okay.
And then earlier, so sometime summer of 2023 was when I started looking for that Mira van. My wife saw one and we wanted it. So I was like, all right, we'll just find you a van in the auction, buy you one.
Big
And
fan
then
of
a
this.
different friend convinced me. He's like, oh, you're going to import these now. You should buy multiple to save money on shipping. And
I mean, if you
Cram
buy,
them in a-
that's the logic. If you buy
Obviously,
one,
we buy cars in bulk here.
That's what God wants you to do.
That's basically what happened. He was like, all right,
Yeah.
you should buy something else that you want. Like, that's when I wanted a cappuccino. I was like, all right, I'll buy a cappuccino too.
Yeah.
And then I really didn't want anything else at the time. So I was like, all right, we'll just buy 2 trucks to sell off for like some profit to offset the shipping or whatever.
Attaboy.
There you go.
So that's 4 cars, right? And they were supposed to go in a container to go to Boston. So, because Boston doesn't roll on, roll off, they do containers. And I was like, okay, we'll do that. And then it'll be easy for me to pick up because it's my first time. Whatever.
yeah.
And then, tragedy happened. 3 months in, I've already bought a cappuccino and 2 trucks because I'm stupid. I should have bought the van first before I touch anything else. The vans don't come by easy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, there's clapped out vans. We don't want those ones. And, maybe 1 to 3 show up every week if you're lucky, sometimes 0. So 3 months later, those cars are racking up storage fees.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. So finally, a white one came by that was acceptable. It's not exactly what we wanted, but it was close.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine, bid on that, buy it, whatever. And all right, I paid way too much to get it because it didn't sell because there was some reserve or whatever, and they negotiated, and I was willing to pay a little bit more. And okay, we settled for a white van. Perfect. Everything's gonna go in the container. Everything's gonna go. No, the next freaking day, the blue van that I want showed up,
No
Boom
way.
shakalaka.
and I was just like, oh my god, buy this one too.
Buy that one too. Bring that one in.
Yeah, and that's where I torpedoed my whole thing. They don't all
They'll
fit in the
fit.
container now.
Yeah.
And you can't like get rid of one. Like, I don't know how the process goes. Like, all right, can I just like resell this one? I don't know. I'll probably get screwed anyways. I
Yeah.
have no idea. So whatever.
May as well bring it here.
I took them all. They got roll on, roll off. No more container. I had to go to New Jersey, figure this whole thing out. I bought that stupid 39-foot trailer.
How many fit on the 39-foot trailer?
The idea was to have 4 Ks because I wanted to stack the trucks.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do that because the dump truck, I bought a heavy dump truck and the sides don't fold down. So the truck couldn't get on the other bed. So I got sidetracked so hard.
Oh, you're up against it.
Side quest.
You can fit 3 Ks on that trailer.
You're playing
it's a
chess,
double
not
car.
checkers.
No.
Yeah, dude. 39-foot
I don't know what the
trailer.
hell I'm playing, man.
That's a big unit.
So I ended up picking up 3 cars on the
Yep.
trailer. My wife drove the cappuccino home, and we wasted so much time there because one of the trucks didn't start. Like, it just didn't work.
Yep.
It turned out to be a blown fuse on the fusible link on the battery, so it just kills all power.
Yep.
So we wasted like 2-3 hours fumbling around
Ugh.
trying to make that work, and didn't work. So a buddy took my white van, and a different YouTuber, Nick, way before the fame, he kept it for me just so I could come back and get it. And then a different buddy. Now, I mean, I didn't know him at the time, but David, he imports cars and sells them. Mendy Imports. He ended up trading me for that van. He's like, oh, I really want the Mira van. I thought he was talking about my blue one.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you leave the blue one alone. I had enough struggle to get this thing. So he's like, no, the white one. I want the white one. So he offered me like 3 cars for trade. He's like, make your pick, like a cappuccino, a green cappuccino, a Suzuki Alta Works, or a Nissan Atlas. It's like a 4-door truck. It's like a big diesel truck.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I don't really want any of these. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want the van either. So I was just like, I was
Maybe
like,
trade
you know
for some cash.
well, we didn't get that far because I was just I was still in like the moment where it's like, I'm so screwed. I bought too many cars, like that kind of thing. So it's like, all right, you know what? I'll trade you for the Nissan Atlas.
Yeah.
And he drove it up there and we just swapped. I'm like, all right, cool. he took the van from Nick in New York, and then he drove the truck up to me in Quincy. It's awesome.
Everyone's winning. I only hear about winning.
That's all, yeah, that's
A
all.
lot
I'm
of
hearing.
wins
I
up
mean,
there.
we're getting screwed in the process, but we're still winning.
No, we got big W's up there. We got
Yeah.
big W's.
More cars in the driveway. More
I was gonna
wins.
say, yeah. How big's the driveway? Did
So my driveway can fit like 13 normal size cars if you pack them in like
okay,
sardines.
okay.
30K cars.
If you're gonna do full sardine cans, like 13 cars. So and then 3 can go in the garage if you do 1 on the lift, 1 under the lift, and 1 in the other bay. So 15-ish cars.
Yeah.
And now I have like 13 something cars at my house. I don't know. So all right, where's I counting? I was like the carry.
Yeah,
Got
you
the
got both
mirror
the
van.
both the mirror vans.
The 2 K trucks are gone. They got sold, so those don't count anymore. What else? What's the next buy? I bought a Jimny. I bought a Miura TRXX, a manual one that's 4-wheel drive. I bought a Miura TRXX automatic one, 2-wheel drive, with the intention of stealing the whole drivetrain to shove in the Miura van.
Love that.
Apparently, that's a common swap in Japan.
That's awesome.
Really?
Because the Miura van is unbearably slow. It's the slowest K thing I've ever driven. It's horrible.
That's amazing.
Especially if you turn on the AC. Horrible. I mean, it's fun to drive around the city otherwise, but it's horrible. Then I bought a double-decker carrier truck.
Oh, it's so good.
which we talked about extensively outside, and
Yeah.
we're all very into.
Yeah, that's
and
huge.
This is where I kind of strayed from Ks. So
Yeah.
I have Ks and non-Ks.
Yeah, but that's an enabler. That enables more Ks.
Oh, the truck is definitely an
Yeah,
enabler,
that's
'cause
perfect.
How does the
that
truck drive?
truck drives good.
So highway speeds.
All right, so it needs more power for hills.
Yeah.
In carry,
Not that
in
many-
tow, or
between
by
here and New
itself?
Jersey, not that
Oh.
many hills.
Okay.
So, like, look, I drove it back from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I up an I-95 north the whole way. We're just foot to the floor the whole time in 5th gear. It could use an extra gear, 6th gear, if I could find like a transmission to swap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like a Hino thing. If I can find the 6-speed Hino, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
It sounds like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Could have fooled me.
You're on a good path.
If you're gonna talk about AZ1s, I know what I'm doing. If you're talking
Yeah.
about any of this other shit, I'm just bumbling around.
You got plenty of time to learn and build another website for them.
Oh no, I can't. I can't do that. It's so much. It's so time consuming to find all this stuff, and then like especially if it's not translated and you
Yeah.
have to figure everything out. Oh, I got that Honda Z that's outside now.
Yep.
I don't know if I missed anything. So
I know you said outside that there were 3 more coming.
Yeah, there's 3 more coming. There's a Nissan BE1 because it's round headlighted.
A Nissan
Yeah.
what?
A BE1.
A BE1?
It's one of the Pike cars that people like the Nissan Figaro and the Nissan Pop.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's a hatchback. It's got 2 round headlights.
This thing's awesome.
Oh
It's
my
cute.
god, dude. Yeah.
So I got a blue one of those.
This thing's
Um,
cool as hell.
It
All
doesn't
right.
have
That's
the
cool.
canvas top though, unfortunately.
Nah, that's for the best.
Taillights are really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
What a cool car. Okay.
So
I
I'm
mean,
excited to get that. I'm just curious what it was.
you know, the things with these K cars is there's just seems like there's an endless amount of.
This isn't a K car, by the way.
Okay.
And yes, I agree. Yellow is best.
What I'm finding, K cars specifically, is there's so many different like little intricate variations.
They're all so wacky.
It's impossible to keep up. And also, the one Nissan BE1 I clicked on has a Vermont plate. This,
For a little while, they all did.
yeah. But see, even
So
these little
cool.
oddity things, like it's just such a weird thing. I never heard of it until.
That's why I
This
want
second.
them, man.
Yeah.
There's no reason for these. I don't need these damn things, but
Yeah.
of course I keep collecting them.
There's nothing wrong with wanting
It's
them.
it's almost like
absolutely
real
chaos.
life Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening.
Gonna build a loop-de-loop track for him next.
Yeah.
So and then I got sucked into buying a a Toyota Century,
Yes.
and I was like, what V12?
Yeah.
The friggin' passenger seat whole thing.
Yep.
Yo, I want one of these.
Yeah.
Where do I get one of these? This is when I learned car from Japan is very expensive because this wasn't an auction car. This was my first non-auction car.
Okay.
So it's just like off some dealer lot.
Yeah,
Car
yeah.
From Japan's kind of like like a cars.com.
I was gonna, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess they facilitate exporting. So for example, with my Century, I was just browsing. I didn't really want to buy it. I was just like, oh, this is nice. I kind of want it. I found a car from Japan. It was 11,500 and change. I took some screenshots of this because I was like, hey, So it was 11,500 something. That's what they wanted for this Century. And then I was like, all right, whatever. And I started browsing somewhere else. And then before it had the same Century, and it was like $9,800 something. So I'm like, okay, right off the bat, it's cheaper. Now this is where I'm justifying where I was like, oh, I found it for cheaper, even though it's the same car.
Yeah, yeah.
So I talked to my guy. I've been working with Rodrigo from Car Deal Page, and I was just like, I mentioned to him like, oh, I kind of wanted the Century. I was talking to a friend, whatever, and then like maybe 10 minutes later, he showed me a car. He showed me a picture of a Century, and it's the same freaking Century. I was looking at all these.
Get out of
places.
here.
And he's like, I can get this one for $8,800. I was like,
I mean, the price is just tumbling
so
at
I was
this
like,
point.
what the hell is this? So
Win,
like
win,
those
win.
other places, they have bigger margins where they're marking stuff up, obviously.
Right.
So it's just like, you know what, frick it, just buy me the damn Century.
Boymas tells me it's fallen enough that now it's free. It's the same
I'm
as free.
saving so much
Oh,
money.
if you
I know.
you save that much money, it'd be crazy not to buy it. But
Yeah.
then you're giving up $3,000+.
Yeah.
And it was practically free. So
Giving
Right.
it to
it's
someone
like,
else. I'm not trying to give
just
$3
buy me
grand
the
to
damn
someone else.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave $3,000 on the table
ransom
by not
garage.
spending $8-9 grand.
Ransom garage in the chat. The heart wants what the heart wants.
Goddamn right.
Exactly. That's exactly what happens. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I went to Port Day to pick up the Jimny, the Mira, and what else did I pick up that day? I picked up a Wagon-R, Suzuki Wagon-R, not the K one,
Mm-hmm.
the wide one.
The big
It's
boy.
It's 1,000 cc's and it's bigger inside. I don't know the difference. I haven't got to play with it much. It was during the whole band stuff, so I was focused on fighting the RMV and doing
Right,
the fun
right.
stuff. And while I was at Port, I saw somebody's Nissan El Grande. It's like a luxury van thing, like a minivan.
Come
A
on.
Nissan El Grande.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go.
Tell me a little more about this. A Nissan El
I don't know
Grande.
much about it. It's
Okay.
a V6. It's like a 3.3 liter V6. It's 4-wheel drive. But
What year?
98.
Oh boy.
What'd you find over there?
I mean, it's a lot of van.
It's a lot of van.
It's a lot of it.
Yeah. What do we get? What do we got?
It's a
Let's
lot
put
of
let's
van,
put
man.
eyes on this, Josh.
Is that a coupe? No, it's gonna have a side door.
It has a side door. It's
It looks
on
like the Chrysler minivan.
It does look like a Chrysler.
Yeah, let's see the side of it though. She's looking pretty slick, especially
Here
the
we go.
non-door
This is going to
side.
be a crazy example from
I
Japanese
don't have
classic
the,
cars.
I don't
But
have the ladder though.
No ladder.
It's a Japanese classic. That means
yeah,
that's
this
33s
is just
and a
going to
ladder
be
on
an
it.
insane example of it.
Yes.
But yeah, that's it.
I got a black
Wow.
one.
Oh,
Black.
cool.
Get the El Grande.
It looks like it's got all the room in the world inside.
It's not enormous, but it's not small either.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
it's really nice inside for what it is.
I mean, was the ladder like a factory option or is that an add-on?
I have no idea, man.
That's like a
just bought that
Japanese
on a whim,
classic
too.
special, dude.
I mentioned it to my guy, and he's like, "Oh, there's one in auction here." I'm like, "All right, what do these normally go for?"
Yeah.
He's all like, "Depends, like maybe $4,000, $6,000 shipped to Newark and stuff."
Throw it in the bag.
And then he's like, he usually buys like these ones, like the ones with cloth seats.
Dude, is it an 8-passenger?
One,
Oh, no, 1, 2. Okay.
7, I think.
Yeah.
The seats all have these weird configurations. You can lay them flat. I believe you could turn some of them around, like that kind of stuff. I'll find out once I get mine. But,
Yeah.
he's like he's never seen one of the ones like mine. The one
Yeah.
I got. It's leather, so it's a higher optioned one, and it has 28,000 miles.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, so let's bid on this one. And I ended up getting it for $5,200. Landed in New Jersey.
Oh, my
Sick.
God, dude.
And I'll be getting it in a month if the port strike is resolved or figures itself out.
I mean, they'll definitely get that in the country before they get any sort of food. So I think you'll be all right.
Food supplies? Nope.
Yeah, yeah.
El Grande? Bring her in.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Right this way.
We got all these coming in.
Weird van, send it right in.
Oh.
So again, safe to say you caught the bug for these K vehicles or just importing vehicles in general,
It's too fun.
which leads us to, earlier this year, where I believe you were one of the first people to really start noticing, hey, wait a second, seems to have a bit of a mix-up or a potential problem here at the Mass RMV. Can you walk us through that? Because you have a YouTube channel as well. Was
Yeah,
that one of the first?
documented this whole thing in the YouTube channel.
Okay, and that was probably one of the first places you posted it. That was before the advocate group existed.
Yeah, so
Just one
It was
second.
like-
What's the YouTube channel?
anything wheeled.
anything wheeled. So same as the website.
I mean, the RV was going specifically for your throat. You have
Yeah.
like all these Ks.
Yeah, it was this guy. I live in Quincy near the RMV, like the
Here,
main
get closer to the mic
headquarters or
too,
whatever.
just so.
Oh,
You,
I live in Quincy where the main RMV headquarters thing is.
Yeah.
Some guy in there saw, oh, there's this asshole again with all his weird little cars. Fuck this guy.
And they didn't
Yeah.
like
ban
it.
all this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's the
Jeez.
theory.
Sounds right.
But it was like June. I think it was like June 17th. I went to the RMV. I tried to register a truck. And they're like, nope, you can't do this. It's not safe. It has a short VIN. Blah, blah, blah. It's not registered with the NHTSA. I'm like, I literally
Everything.
came here and registered some of this stuff like last month, like the
Yeah.
cappuccino and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
They're
What's
like,
changed?
"Oh,
Everything you
yeah.
just told me is wrong.
Yeah, but then like the clerks, they don't know anything, so
Yeah.
they can't tell you. And whoever you ask will tell you something different. And I was just like, what? All right, so I left. I didn't know, and then I talked to my buddies, and they're like, oh yeah, go to Springfield. You have no problem. They don't know what they're doing over in Braintree, whatever. I'm like, okay, fine. I took time. I took day off from work. I took my own time to freaking drive 2 hours to Springfield.
yeah, Springfield ain't close.
Yeah, no, but Springfield does. They have a bunch of importers out there, so they like handle this stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I learned out of state people registered in Mass, because apparently you can do that, and it's easier to do that to get a Mass title to sell, whatever, do
Mhm.
all that stuff. So I went all the way out to Springfield. Springfield's RMV is awesome, by the way. It should be the standard of how RMVs operate, and
Oh, wow.
whatever, because you go to Braintree to do the same thing. You'll wait there for 2 to 4 hours of your life for a 5-minute transaction.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Springfield, you walk right in, you get a number, and you're called up in like 5 minutes.
Nice.
What's the difference? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So over there, same thing. A little bit of a delay. Guy goes to the supervisor, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, we can't do this. I'm like, what do you mean you can't do this?
Yeah.
Like, can you tell me why? And he's like, no.
Nice.
No. Great.
Okay.
Okay. So
Accountable to no one.
yeah, can I talk to the supervisor or whatever? And they come out like, oh yeah, you can't do this. The title department says no. I'm like, what do you mean no? Like their legal department says it's unsafe, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So your website still says you can register foreign cars, blah blah blah. And nothing. They're like, you can call the title department, figure it out. So I wasted like 4 hours there.
Mm-hmm.
What should have been like a 5-minute transaction, even with the whole like getting a number and stuff. So I called the title department, and the lady that picks up, they're like, "Oh, there's no problem."
Nice.
Okay, so I turn around, go back to the RV,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "This lady says there's no problem."
Yeah.
And then they're like, "No, no, no," and they ended up reconnecting me. I talked to that lady's supervisor, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're coming down. We're saying this is not okay anymore. The legal department's saying they're not safe."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, why does it matter if they're not safe? There's plenty of old cars that are not safe.
Right. The just
Yeah.
logic kicks in
Yeah.
in all of 5 minutes to actually, yeah.
I mean, I'm choosing to drive this thing myself. How, like, I ride motorcycles. How
That's-
is this different than
right.
a motorcycle in safety? I can go splat perfectly well on a motorcycle. I'm willing to go splat in a K truck if that comes to
Right.
me. Like, that's why I'm getting in the damn thing. I don't think I would. First of all, I'm not going to fall over. So that, like, when it's wet out, you could skid. I've crashed before. It happens. Shit
Yeah.
happens. But not in the truck. That's not going to happen.
Right.
I understand people argue that, you're going to get crushed by an F-150 or whatever. I own a Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah,
It's
you're
the-
doing the crushing.
Yeah. I'm this tall.
Yeah.
Like, to the K truck.
Yeah, I like your
that
odds.
level. So I was just like, it's no different than me riding a motorcycle. I'm going to go splat.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. And I'd like to use this to just do stuff because I don't need a full-size pickup truck anymore. Like, that's why I like the truck.
Mm-hmm.
It was so handy, and it's small. It's cheap. You can justify just having it stashed in your corner somewhere in
Yep.
your property if you don't have that much space. That's the appeal, really. But like, there were all these theories about how it's Polaris, John Deere, whatever. They're like lobbying to get all these things.
That was
banned.
us. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's also true.
Well, it's so it makes sense at first.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't understand the logic because, like, so they banned the K trucks. I'm not going to buy one of those things. I had no intention. Like, I
Right.
don't need-
They're attacking the wrong.
I think they're worried about the other scenario where if you're going to buy an not an ATV, a golf cart to go to the beach, and then you realize K car is $5,000, way better, can drive on the road, and is great off road.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're worried. I mean, I've had that confirmed by like a state rep at this point.
Oh, okay.
And because, that company that owns both those entities is based in Rhode Island, which is why they banned it so fast here.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
See, and then like Rhode Island, you guys get like low speed plates for the golf carts and stuff too.
Well, that happened is they banned K cars first, then they made
Implement.
low speed legal, like
Yeah.
inside a year.
I mean, it's
The
not,
timing of everything is
And the
just
company that owns them all is the biggest company in the state.
Okay.
Also, every illegal state has a member on their board.
Yes,
Yeah.
because that's how it spreads.
So it's like each state that they've been declared illegal is a board member, and the states that don't have a board member from there are legal, like Arizona. So
It's
like
as
this
if-
Like,
weird.
they
It's
just don't
crazy.
care yet.
Yeah.
It's as if there was a meeting and then certain people had homework to do once
there's
they got
literally,
back
like,
home, and
there's
that's
home
exactly what
babies.
happened.
There's notes from the meeting.
Right, right. It just
I mean, that's basically what happened. There was a meeting in May,
And VA,
and then
yeah.
in June,
Yeah.
Mass did the thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think of all the other states, like I understand, like I think it's Michigan, Georgia, Pennsylvania, New York, Colorado. Colorado's weird. They only banned the truck, not the van.
Yeah.
that is an interesting
Yeah.
one.
The van's okay, but the truck's unsafe. But they're the same vehicle, just with a shell in the back.
Right.
Right.
What is the difference? Because you're in the same seating. Like if you're just purely safety stand, you're in the same seating position. You're in the same. Everything's the same.
Yeah, Rhode Island banned K trucks, but then accidentally banned all K vehicles at the same time.
And they're
And they
okay
still
with
refer
that,
to
right?
the whole thing as K trucks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're not. They're just too dumb to fix it.
to read through their own.
So the 33 on the road get to keep their plates, but no one else can be on the road because they'll be unsafe. But the 33 on the road
Are safe.
they're safe now.
Oh, and the ones I drive in are okay too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. The ones from out of the state are safe
Yeah.
too.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about those.
I don't think they're too dumb. It's more of they're unwilling to admit they're wrong to
Yeah,
undo it.
that's true. Even though the state reps pushed back here, which, as I said, it saved 33 people.
Why is there only 33 people? I would expect there to be more.
A lot of people, as soon as they got the notification in the mail, sent their plates in because they didn't want the hassle.
Oh.
So it's like a scare tactic.
I think there were like 60 something on the ground when it happened. Half of them sent their plates in, the other half pushed back, and there are a couple of guys I know that just ignored it and now still have their plates. I forwarded my plates are gone.
So, even so, at 60 something, it just seems kind of low. But then again,
Rhode Island's a
it's
strange
not
place.
that big of a place. Like,
Yeah.
Rhode Island is like 1 million people in all of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
I don't know,
So-
actually. You know, it's crazy. I don't even know.
It's
the
a million.
The state population.
Yeah.
1 million people?
In one of
It's
my
a million
YouTube videos, someone asked me
things.
this. They're like, how big of an issue was this really? Like, how many people
Oh.
were affected in Massachusetts by this? And I'm
Oh, I
like,
don't
dude,
know.
I have no freaking idea. Like,
0.
Probably like 2,000 people at most.
It's like a rounding error.
That's
Yeah.
huge. So I did some math on it. I was like, all right, what's the percentage? Because he asked me. I was like, all right. I looked at the population of 7 million or so,
Mhm.
and I was like, I'm just guessing 2,000. It's probably not even that, but that's like 0.00285%.
Yeah.
Like, why was this a problem?
Right, right. What sparked this? If there's if there's meetings about problems and safety concerns, perhaps just by me, saying this because I live in Massachusetts and watch this happen every day, perhaps we should put a bit more emphasis on the probably stolen or illegal dirt bikes riding on public roads at in excessive speeds in large groups, causing just a thought. Maybe there's
I know the groups.
some things we should target before a K vehicle.
Yeah.
It
Right.
just
We should make that legal first.
yeah, yeah.
Well, it's already illegal.
No, legal.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Let 'em
yeah.
ride, baby.
Yeah, let them do their thing. Plate them up. Give them plates.
Give them plates, boy.
Plate 'em
Tax
up.
'em.
See, that's what actually annoyed me about the aside from the uncertainty, that was the worst part about this because you could still play clerk roulette, is what I call it, R&B clerk
Yeah.
roulette.
Right, right.
Absolutely.
Because if you
Right.
find one clerk that's willing just to type in the paperwork,
Yeah.
you're fine. You
Yeah.
can do whatever
Yeah,
you
I
want.
rides.
noticed when I was following along the Facebook group with you guys, some of the guys were like, went back, gave it another go today.
Got one.
Go to a different
Nailed
RV.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I don't have all day to run around, go to a different RV.
It astonishes me how much time people have on their hands to do some of this stuff, but I like it.
I love
I don't
that.
have it, but I like that people do.
Well, it's the fight. If you had a K vehicle, you'd be willing to. You-
I'd be camping outside.
That's what I mean. That's exactly it. It just if somebody tried to take something from you wrongfully so for no reason, you're fucking right. We're gonna fight for it. That's what you were kind of alluding to. Like, oh, how many people does this affect? It's minuscule amount in comparison to the population of Massachusetts. However,
But they make a lot of noise online.
didn't affect me at all. However, every fucking week we were in here talking about how shitty and stupid and
fired
ridiculous
up.
this is, and hopefully getting other people fired up like yourself, doing so on the Facebook group. And I think that reach was many more people than it actually affected, but
Probably.
rightfully so. Again, because it was just no matter what, no matter how it's drawn up on paper or spoken behind some secret Illuminati meeting, it was wrong. That's it. It was wrong, and you cannot do that.
And especially the way they went about it. Just surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
No, like no announcement, nothing.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
just
we
like,
get
oh,
nobody fired up in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It was
I don't
fucking
think anyone
open shut.
cared.
So dumb. Oh, I'm still
Most
so
people
mad.
are just like,
yeah, fuck them.
It really is.
It was crazy how passive everyone in Rhode Island was.
I mean,
It was
it's
a
just-
50-50. It was either you just throw the letter away or you threw the plates away. Like there was no in between.
it just drives people to register stuff out of state. We all know this.
Yeah.
Like some people, I know some people that just jumped the gun and did like Montana stuff. Like they weren't even threatening like full revocations at the time. I mean, there was a hint of it.
yeah.
But it's like all up in the air. And they're like, all right, fuck them. I'm getting Montana plates. I'm like,
well, it's
get
certainly-
Montana plates for your one random carry truck. Right.
And it certainly didn't help when, again, like you said, the RMV roulette. Then they started denying non-K vehicles.
Yes, that's when.
That's where it was always going to go, too.
That's
yeah.
and we literally called that. We said, oh, if this is the case, and maybe I think there was a week, maybe 2 weeks of, if this is the case, there's potential for this. And sure enough, like, oh shit, there it is. We unfortunately like spoke it into existence because that happened.
So I like data.
Yep.
So I wanted to know, like, did someone bring in a non-Japanese car from Japan, whatever? I'm hoping for someone did that. And someone did. It was a BMW 5 Series. It was denied because the reason for this one was, as per Boston, it's unsafe. That's what they typed into the state.
That's crazy.
Now the interesting thing is, at the same exact time this is happening, we have people bringing cars in from Europe.
I was looking for someone
Fine.
like this,
Totally fine.
and I couldn't find someone.
We even had,
Did you guys know of one?
I mean, John brought his in.
I was going to say not from Europe, the Netherlands.
That's Europe.
I'm sorry, not or I'm just I
Still
always
Europe.
Europe,
Sorry to all
UK.
our
I always
listeners
think
there.
London. No, yeah, but I don't know if he brought that in that same time frame or it was before.
Yeah, it was all happening
Yeah,
all at the same
absolutely.
time.
'Cause he
I
got
was
it-
looking for a European import.
Put it this way, he got it
at that
before April.
Yeah, but I mean, this stuff's kicked off.
It was in June. I was looking for at post June.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he got it pre dust off because it was at
Okay.
dust off.
Yeah.
So he got it, probably 3-4 months before.
But at the same
he's heard
time,
it and he's
Yeah.
fine.
there's the gentleman, Open Air Imports, and his business is importing cars from Europe, and he's just bringing them in.
Yeah.
What port do you want it at? You want it? Where do you want it? East Coast? You want it Baltimore? You want it New York? Where do you want it? And it's just,
Is he based in Mass?
where's Nick?
no,
no.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
And he was bringing a lot of European cars.
Yeah.
And I think what the group and we have talked about was, hey, are they targeting Japanese cars
Yes.
specifically?
Yeah.
Because that's really what
If
it
had
seems like.
Japanese papers, that's what we narrowed it down to.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't prove otherwise. We needed a European import at that time.
We had Pete from Rental Garage on here, and it was just like the question of, all right, so you can get a classic Mini. I can bring one in from the UK, I can bring one in from Japan. It'd just be like, you bring them both in, you get paperwork for both of them. They're like, this one's no good, this one's fine.
Dude,
Oh, actually, I know a guy, Drew. He's out in Connecticut. He bought a Rover Mini
Mhm.
from Japan, except it wasn't. It was like in the process of being bought and stuff. So I was like, oh, I need to see what happens when this, because it's not a Japanese car.
Mhm.
But that's when we found the BMW. So
Yeah.
that didn't matter.
It all happened.
So
Dude,
he's actually supposed to get that Mini today. The ship arrived, but the ports are all.
No,
man,
dude,
that's the great
That is-
the great amazing race.
that is a fight right there. It's just like,
he's got
oh
he
my
got a whole other
god,
fight to
you're
fight.
fighting the government. Now you're fighting union. It's
Unions.
just you're fighting the sea. God, everything.
Dude, in Rhode Island now, if you bring a Japanese car in,
Yep.
you have to pay $200 and bring it to the DMV's like
State
inspection unit to make sure it's not a K.
What do they know?
They just look at it and they measure it.
They measure
So wait,
it.
they measure it?
Yeah, I was talking to a homie. with the van from the killer band Coffee.
Oh, Justin.
Justin, Jesus, I was talking
Yeah.
to Justin. He has like a cool Honda Vanny thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I had to drive it down to like DMV control and they measured it. And he's like, I bitched about the $200 fee. He's like, well, you want to register, don't you? And he was like, yep, paid it. And they just let it go.
Wow.
So you have to go, and because they can't figure it out, they have to physically measure it.
Pay an extra
in the world of
$200.
you're saying you like data. In the world we live in now, where there's data on fucking everything, these guys have to measure it outside in like the shitty side of Providence.
Like there would
On Atwells Avenue.
You could
I
literally
mean Allen's
find
Avenue.
all the data you want on that vehicle.
You could just write car name. Is this
Year.
a K car?
Yeah,
Or-
car name length.
I was just gonna say, right, yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna
Done.
say.
They paid
Very
a man
simple.
$200 to measure it with a tape measure outside of Allen's Avenue.
Okay, so now I have a theory here. You buy a K truck,
Yeah.
you put a bumper on it.
Let's make it longer.
There
Just
you
make
go.
it longer.
I mean, that's how it works in Japan. I mean, if you do anything that makes it a little wide with like
Yeah.
flared wheel well thing attachments, whatever, it's not
Yeah.
a K
Not a K
anymore,
car.
Yeah.
because you're exceeding the things. So does that apply here?
We were curious at the
I
time
know.
because at one point it was like the short VINs. We were like just
Short
add two
VINs,
numbers
yeah.
at the end.
The RMV stopped the whole short VIN thing later on.
Yeah.
I think was it August?
So then they realized
They
all the
dropped-
American cars had
yeah.
short fins
They
early.
dropped the short VIN thing in around August because
Yeah.
that's when I tried to register my other stuff, my non-case, and they said no.
Yeah, we've just been bouncing back and forth on this for. I mean, when was the Rhode Island thing? 2 years ago.
2 years ago now when I get denied.
So it's been
Yeah.
2 years ago. I mean, we've been, at least once a month we've been talking about those.
Yeah.
Like, it's been such like a hot button topic for us on the show. I mean,
And we knew like the potential for this to happen in other locations, and sure enough, the biggest, shittiest, stupidest fuck show of one happens in the state right next to us,
Yeah, in Mass.
Massachusetts, where we have people like yourself and a lot of friends who all have K vehicles, and it just like that's how
Not even
so
just K's, all the JDM
Oh,
guys
right,
too.
actually, yeah. There's so
Like
many,
Paul in
so
the
many
chat.
imported vehicles that we were getting information almost, hour by hour of updates at the RMV.
Well, there were a lot of us going to the RMV.
Constant, right?
Yeah.
Because I was kind of, I would check into the advocate group daily,
Yeah.
just to see kind of who got denied
oh yeah,
today.
I
or
poked
what.
in all the time, see what the update was.
Yeah,
You
and
have
just
to.
because it truly, and it still is. I still like, I can feel my blood pressure going up because it's infuriating.
Want to see what Artie posted?
Right, exactly. Big show, sorry.
You familiar with Artie?
Yes.
Great guy.
Yeah,
I was there with him at the first meeting where we
Were
decided
you?
to pop in.
Oh, that must have been
yeah.
beautiful to witness in real life.
So when he went over his time limit, like they had a timer. The second time around, they didn't have a timer. I didn't see it. But anyways, the first time he went over the 2 minutes thing, and they were okay with it. You can go over a little bit, and they didn't mind. Like some people went to like 2 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
But he kept going
I already went all the
Yeah.
way.
and going.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Sir, stop," whatever. And they're like, "What do we do? What do we do?" I'm just like, I'm just sitting there like,
What do you
are they
call
gonna
it?
Throw him out? Like,
What do you-
American Badass starts
what
playing
do
in the
They
background.
turned his microphone off. He kept going.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was
they
so.
Rebel without a cause, baby.
What do you call it, a filibuster? The old,
Hit him with the
The old
filibuster.
filibuster.
Oh man,
Guy's a genius.
I really we interviewed Artie on the show. That should be released.
Matter of fact, it's going to be released with this episode because we're
Oh,
going to
cool.
figure. We've been sitting on it. We only talked to him for about 15 minutes ish,
Yep.
so we wanted a good spot to put that out. Obviously, it's not a full blown thing, so we'll put it at the beginning of this episode. So it's the in the midst of the fight, and then your story, and then now the current result.
Yeah.
I forget who shared it with me, but they gave me a great T-shirt idea. I got to go back in my chats to figure out who it was. I've been talking to so many freaking people. I have no idea what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
But the idea is a dual pot master cylinder. I was gonna say Artie.
Yeah.
I want to make one, at least one. And
Yep.
I'll gift it to him.
and give it to
Yeah.
him.
Because
Yeah,
it's- I'll probably keep one for myself.
yeah.
And then of course people are like, I want one too, whatever. But it's awesome. it was just how
It was just a great, and that's
great
like, it worked out because it was happening right around lunchtime, and I knew it was happening, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna pop this thing on real quick and just kind of have it. And I tuned in, and it was the perfect timing. I think I seen the person in front of him, and then I watched it all go down live.
Yeah.
With Artie, and I'm like, I can't wait to tell the boys about this.
We
And
played it on the show.
I purposely saved it and bookmarked it
That
because
was
I'm like,
awesome.
you need to hear this. It was just so good. It was so good.
That's
Now,
great.
some people in the community didn't like that because he came off as rude or whatever. I'm like, you know,
Sometimes you got to be rude.
He had great points. I mean, he's already been through this once. What was the other thing he fought and won?
The bus. I think it's the mechanic stuff, like
the bus maintenance.
Yeah.
bus
Tractor
maintenance
something.
guys.
I mean,
yeah.
so he's got some
He
experience.
came across strong. Massachusetts strong.
Hey,
Yeah.
now he fought twice in that room and won.
And
That's
one.
right, back-to-back world
Right.
champ.
Yeah, dude, that guy's got the belt, got the strap.
Meanwhile, the Red Sox can't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the next thing.
So that's kind of what I was going to lead up to in my questioning. It's over for now.
Yeah. There's a bill that we tried to get. I mean, it's still available, I guess. But it's informal session. I guess the rules are different. I don't know how this shit works.
Yep. Right, because it just it's out of the time frame where something could be passed and turned into law,
I'm
right?
told it could still be passed.
Okay.
It just needs like a unanimous vote or something.
Okay.
And I really don't understand why this wouldn't pass as a unanimous vote. There's no reason for them to be against this in any
The
way.
people are the people have spoken. It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking obvious. As a matter of fact, other than the RMV, I don't think I've heard a person in the opposite, on the opposite side, if you will.
Well, all right. So on the online videos, comments, news articles, there's always people posting like, "Oh, these are death traps." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, don't buy one.
Yeah.
It's my desk.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to drive one.
And my first thing is, what do you drive? And then when they respond with a fucking Dodge Neon, like, oh, okay,
that's not a
cool,
death
because
trap,
that's
okay.
going to be perfect for you
Yeah.
when you get hit T-boned with a semi.
And then they respond, SRT4 guy, and you're like, never mind, sick.
You're in. Want to come on a
Sick
podcast?
car. let me take it for a spin.
Hold on, that's fucking sick.
Sick.
You're
let,
right.
Let me rip that.
Yeah.
One thing. After the first meeting, we went outside. We're like, all right, whatever. We're going home now. And I saw this the UTV, the Kubota, like ATV, like what do you call those things?
Yeah,
Those
they're like
utility
just little
vehicles.
UTVs.
The
On the
yard
road.
vehicles. Yeah.
It has a commercial plate. It was driving down the road
Yep.
on Tremont Street, and I was
Yep.
just like, "The hell is this?
This is okay.
They have
Yeah.
a full plate.
Yep.
This literally fits the exact definition of
Dude.
everything that they described as like why the K vehicles are off-road vehicles."
Yep.
And I'm like, and here it is, and the dude's parking on the sidewalk.
Dude, that would have been it. That would have started the revolution right there.
It's-
Burn this place to the ground.
I took pictures of it. I shared it in the group, and
Yeah.
then of course after the second meeting, although we won, right? We went out for lunch and stuff. We were sitting there, and I looked coming down Washington Street. There it is. There's that ATV.
Dude,
again.
it's signs, the Archangel.
It's just somebody who works over there going out to lunch.
Well, he probably
Parking
works
on
in the area
sidewalks.
because they were like taking the trash from like the Tufts Medical Center area.
Okay.
So, but they're just driving down the road just like
Yeah,
any other
yeah.
normal car. I'm like, there it is
But
again.
it's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a hell of a fight.
Yeah, dude.
You guys have put up a hell of a fight.
It
Yeah.
was, I've never done anything like this. It was a fun adventure.
And it's like I said again, it was just wrong to begin with, and they can cite as many reasons as they think are correct, and basically they sound like hypocrites every time they open their mouth, because they tried to blame it on the Fed. The Fed said no. It just everything that they said there was
Yeah,
a
they tried to hot
rebuttal.
potato that thing for
Right.
a while.
That's exactly what was going on. And there was a rebuttal, and they've been proved wrong and have backed down for now.
It's just crazy when like people have like reached out to them directly, and the Fed's like, well, I don't know, what do we care? I don't know, 25 years. That's the rule. Older than that, doesn't matter. Like, wow, that's wild.
It's us here in particular. I know Chuck has some K vehicles, and he's already dealt with it, unfortunately. And in like my own perspective is okay, and I think a lot of people agree. If it starts with this and they can win this, we understand what's coming and what could come, even if it's 5-10 years down the road of, oh no, we want internal combustion vehicles. You're only limited to that or whatever. And granted, I'm speculating and going probably a little too far. However, the potential for something like that, it is possible, especially if they were to get away with this bullshit, which they didn't. And that's great. And you were a huge part of that.
So that's why we still want to get the law passed. And if we can't do it now, of course, that's fine. We'll try to push again in the next legislative session.
Yep.
The way it was written, it covers all 25-year-old plus cars, like as classic vehicles, whatever. They shall be registered by the RMV. They even specially defined what a K car was. Just in addition to this, it's in case if there was any confusion or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
When inevitably somebody pulls it up on their monitor
Yeah.
and tries to get a bit,
But it
you know.
shouldn't matter because it's all 25 plus, regardless of their country of origin, as long as they met their country's safety standards, whatever it was. like
Yeah.
however it was worded. It was very simple and direct. It takes the matter out of the RMV's hands, and we learned a lot of stuff along the way. The RMV has a lot of power.
Yeah.
So that's what we
Unchecked,
learned as well, right?
Yeah.
They're not held accountable by law, realistically, or by the state reps. They can make their own,
It's their own rules.
rules.
So for any reason at any time, they can deny and revoke registration for any vehicle. And my example was black cars are unsafe. You can't see them at night. Ban all black cars. They
Yeah.
can do that. They're not going to, but that's the kind of power they have.
Right. Right. Somebody there could just essentially make up a not even a rule, but a terrible, description for something and say that's that.
And kit cars are okay, like homemade
Yeah, that's
things.
crazy.
I went to the Spindles annual car show over in Marshfield, this Labor Day. And there's this guy, I mean, like, I don't want to out people, but like, come on, these things are out on the road with like legal plates and stuff. It's a boat. It's a rowboat. And the center is cut out, so he has like a Briggs and Stratton like lawnmower engine in the middle to drive the wheels.
Yeah.
And he has bicycle handlebars to steer, and then he has these weird contraptions with a rope or a string, a cable, something tied to the outboard motor in the back. So that's how you would steer it on if you're driving it in the water.
Right.
It has a boat registration and it has a car registration. And it doesn't float by the hull anymore because obviously you cut the hull out for the drivetrain and stuff. But he has like these pontoon things under the wing part of the boat.
Under the wing to kind of keep it afloat.
Yeah, that's so if he goes in the water, he can still float, even though there's like a hole in the hull.
Right.
But
Well-
like that's okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't Japanese. That's the most important line.
It was
If
homemade
it was
here,
Japanese, hey,
yeah.
no way.
hand built in the USA.
Yeah.
It's like you can bring in a Fiat 500, like a 1970s one. That's just absolute coffin on wheels.
Yeah.
Registered, no
British
problem.
Tank thing.
You bring in whatever you want, as long as it's not a Japanese. It's so fucked up. It's still so fucked up. Like even in Rhode Island, the state reps passed a law preserving the 33 that were left over,
Okay.
and the RMV's like, well, we're gonna fight this. Like,
Come on.
what? The state reps. That's like the only people you're accountable to.
Yeah.
Crazy, but they don't care. Japanese can't have it. Japanese.
If it was a Honda motor and the outboard, it would. That's it. They'd
The
flag
wrap,
it.
Briggs and Stratton.
Briggs and Stratton, it's okay.
I don't know what the outboard motor was, but the drive, like the land
Yeah.
driving part
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a Briggs and Stratton.
Yeah.
We'll
that's
stay with
why
Briggs and
they
Stratton. That's
okayed it.
good there. Yeah.
It's
Man,
crazy.
What a
Absolutely
wild
crazy.
time.
Yeah. What are your plans for the rest of the year? Obviously being hopeful that the vehicles arrive and you can fetch them from the port situation.
The port chaos now. So it's tricky because I'm going to SEMA this year. I've never been,
Okay.
but I figured that's probably where I can go find some manufacturers that make AZ1 parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely is.
That's a great
You'd
idea.
actually be using SEMA for like what it's
You'd
for.
be the only person at SEMA for SEMA stuff.
Like, wait, you're actually a customer? And you're
Yeah.
trying to-
Right.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. Yeah, we're ready
You're
to
trying to
work
get
now.
a free set of wheels.
What's going on here? So that's November 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one car, like I don't care about the Century and the BM one. That's like later. It's end of November. But I have one that the El Grande is coming. It's supposed to be here October 29th. So the window between that being offloaded, like if there was no issue, that being offloaded and then me going down to New Jersey to pick it up and then coming home. Like I don't want to do this on like November 4th before
Yeah,
I
you fly to Vegas.
Right.
like that kind of stuff. Like, and oh yeah, it's only weekdays, so I already lose the weekend.
Yep.
So I think I narrowed it down to I can go on the 30th, the 1st, or the 4th, and that's very tight.
What port is it going into?
Newark, or New York, as they call it,
I'm trying to
Beautiful.
think. Fly to Vegas, fly back into Newark.
and then fly back to Vegas. I planned a whole family trip. too,
Oh,
so-
okay.
So it's
I'm
driving
thinking,
home
I'm thinking if it
Friday.
was just me, I'd fly to Vegas, go to SEMA. From Vegas, fly back to Newark, pick up the car,
Drive
it home.
I believe since the 29th, I believe is a Tuesday. The
Yeah.
5th is also a Tuesday. I'm already past my free days. The port
What are they
charges fees.
charging?
I want to say it's $25 a day. It's not bad, but that adds up.
Here's the issue. Every day the port's closed, more ships get backed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen.
That
there.
schedule's gonna be
Change.
The best part is their lack of ability to unload everything is going to fall on you for your like delayed port time.
Oh yeah, see, like, how's
Oh,
that
yeah.
gonna work? Are people's cars gonna rack up storage fees now because nobody can get
No,
them?
they're just sitting on boats. As long as they're on boats and not in the port.
What if they're in the port?
How could they?
Well, the ones that were already there.
Oh, the
Yeah.
ones that are sitting?
yeah, the ones that got there right now.
Yeah, you might just people might be getting bankrupted by that.
Right.
There,
Holy
there
25
might
bucks
just
a
be
day, just
cars
ding, ding, ding.
never getting picked up.
So
Yeah, but there's nobody there to rack up the fees either. This is nobody.
oh yeah, there you go. $25 plus 100 processes. That's messed up, man.
So,
So it's
for one day,
125.
$125.
Well, I think the 100 might be a flat fee. The 20.
Yeah, the 100's just to cover their base and lunch.
Yeah.
It's 25
Yeah.
after that.
Oh my!
So-
you might as well just leave it there for 4 days.
And
You pay a
these-
flat 200 at that point.
get out of
there.
So at the Newark port, there's like an abandoned cars section.
Is that the one we went to? Which
Yeah,
one
but
we go
I
to?
think it's the are those guys at that part of the dock
Part of the
workers?
longshoremen, or is it?
I think they
different?
are. I think you
Yeah.
got to be part of the longshoremen. Even the
Because somebody has.
I don't know,
dirty
Pete will
unloading
know.
part, right? I don't know. I don't know how that works.
yeah, but if it's already off the boat, are you still dealing with longshoremen, or you're dealing with like
Oh, I see what you're saying.
federales?
Authority.
Could be federale Port Authority people. So you might see able to get
I think
them.
it might be Port Authority people,
Like my man Yuri down there.
because I think the longshoremen would only be for that position in
For
between
longshore stuff.
unloading, that sort of thing.
Time to open a private port.
We
You know,
get
it'd be a nice
we get
market to get
access.
into right now.
We get access to an ocean.
You know, a
Did we
big
do
market
right here.
piracy.
Piracy.
You
Yeah.
get all these ships sitting off the coast. You know,
I'm gonna
get
take
into
my
pi-
dinghy out there.
Yeah, dude, just grab a couple things, couple
Crane
goods.
it down here onto my dinghy.
Yeah. Down here. Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to a free port.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Isn't Montreal's a big port?
You want
I
to deal
have
with
no clue.
Canadian Port
Oh, but,
Authority?
no, but then you got to bring it into this country.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, import again, and you don't have paperwork to get it into Canada.
Just run it
And
and
they
gun
would,
it.
yeah, they would basically
Head for
just-
the border,
they would
baby.
just shoot you. A Mountie on a moose would just shoot you.
The
Sorry about
Meanties.
this, eh?
Right, they'd be polite about it though.
Sorry, I'm
Man.
gonna have to shoot you and burn your car.
eh?
eh?
It's a wild world we live in.
It
really
certainly
is,
is. Dude, thank you very much for hanging out. I know you
Yeah,
got to
no
get. We don't want to keep you super late, so
Yeah.
we appreciate you making the trek to get down here and helping leading the charge and keeping the K vehicles on the streets where they rightfully belong.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, how do people find you? Where do we find you on the internets?
Anything wheeled on Instagram, YouTube, whatever.
Sick.
Anything wheeled across the board. I like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
makes
ever
sense.
just
I'm gonna keep it
across the
consistent.
board.
And at some point, I definitely still want to head up your way, shoot some photos, some video, something like that. Check out your spot and see all the vehicles.
Sure.
It'd be fun to do something like that. So, again, we appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll hope to keep track and watch what other madness you get yourself into.
Oh my god, I'm still trying to recover, but thank you for having me here.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, man.
I
It's
appreciate
awesome.
it. Thanks for
3
joining.
months of just doing stuff.
Yeah, no problem. YouTube world, we're gonna take a quick break.
Chat room, you're gonna have an intermission.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, say goodbye, then we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Throw up
Sounds
the
good.
intermission graphic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pre
Play the
party
intermission music.
I got used to the headphones already.
Can you hear me? You can hear me. Let's go. All right. The boys are still staying by to Ray. I decided to come have a Steve Weiser with the chat room. What are we talking about? Somebody's going to grow a mullet. Get him some pit vipers. I don't even know what's going on here. Soothing voice of Corey. Yes, here I am. I think I could do a solo show. I don't know if anyone listened to it, but I think I could do it. Just me alone in this room talking to myself. What do we think? It's not much different than my drives home from work. What if there was... All right, so here we go. Because I'm saying this, so it'll work as a... my idea. What if there was an app where you could record yourself having a conversation with yourself on your drive home from work, and people could go back and listen to them? I think people would listen to it. It'd be like a solo podcast for everybody. I don't know. I think it could work. I think it could be something that would catch on. What was the thing that during during COVID, there was like that like verbal chat room, like chat rooms back in the day, you kind of go in there, ASL, blah, 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 whatever. But it was like a verbal one. You can kind of talk in there, just a bunch of people talking over each other. Oh, I do a food show in a second. Sign me up. I'll do a food show tomorrow. What do you want to do? Who's busy tomorrow? I'll do a food show tomorrow. What do we think? A food show? I cook a lot. I wonder if you could probably do a food show based off a different recipe. Oh, here we go. Here's the idea. All right, so each week there's a different recipe. Each person has to make that recipe. Then we bring it in. We try it live, critique it, talk about it, the whole nine. Done. That's it. There we go. That's $1 million idea right there. I think that could work. I mean, raise your hand if you'd listen to that. I think I would. I think I'd listen to it. I think would it be more of a visual thing though? Might be more of a video thing, like what's the Hot Wing show? Hot Ones? It might be more like that. International foods. International foods I've eaten. I like eating international foods. I could definitely do that. Force me to travel more, which would be cool. Oh, we cook in studio. Everyone gets like a single burner. Ooh. Insurance would be high though. Insurance would be high for having, cooking apparatuses inside of a building. Plus, it's like all the food safety stuff. All right, here's the deal. We cook in the building. Definitely don't tell anyone about it. Revival Iron Chef. I love that show, Iron Chef. My favorite are the old ones. The new ones, not so much. The old ones, definitely way better. That's right. Tim, insurance doesn't need to know. I don't know if Josh muted this so it would make his life easier to edit and I'm ruining this whole thing. What can you cook on your engine? I think, all right, so if you make it, now you can't do aluminum foil. You need to find something that transmits heat better than aluminum because aluminum foil doesn't transmit heat or hold heat, whatever it is. But I'm thinking you had something steel. Josh, I just been talking to the room.
No, I love it.
We're just talking to the room. We're having a conversation. Come up with a new show idea. All right. So I think it's a good idea. I think you get the engine real hot. I'm going to have a hard time because my drive to here is really short, but get the engine real hot, get something to transmit heat. Thinking like a carbon steel pan would transmit heat really well. I'd be able to get some good heat going in there. What else could I cook? I could steam stuff. You could definitely steam stuff. We'll steam veggies and butter. Little seasonings. I think I can do this.
I just come in here with little steamed veggies and butter.
I'm pitching a new show idea. Here it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to repitch to you. All right, each week, I don't know, say we got 2 or 3 people who do this show. Each week we pick a recipe, right? Then we come in, we each cook that recipe, we bring it in, live taste test, critique, how is the interpretation from yours to mine, from mine to whoever's, and then
I love that.
I think it'd be more of a visual.
Certainly visual, multicam, probably on a Saturday. I don't know if we could do it on a Saturday. And what I'm thinking is like, so I made dinner last night. I made dinner 2 nights. No, last night was leftovers. So I made dinner Sunday and Monday, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever. On Monday, I made blackened chicken
Yep.
with roasted potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
But I blackened it in a cast iron pan,
Absolutely.
and I blackened it with cumin, salt, pepper, paprika,
Mm-hmm.
cayenne, and I even beat my meat.
I bet you did.
I beat my meat, my
Yeah.
chicken. I beat it down so it was not
Yeah.
very thin, but all evenly thin.
Yep.
Cooked it to 160 because 165 it's done, but like I let it 160 cooks a little bit more after
Yep.
you take it out, and it was the juiciest, like best chicken I've ever cooked.
Oof, I love that.
And it was just, I think I put butter, avocado oil for to not burn, butter and some garlic in there as
Yeah.
well. And
You
it
know
was
the
just,
interesting thing about the show idea? It'd be the most expensive show because food is so expensive.
it's insane, dude.
Food is so expensive.
It's ridiculous.
we could afford to do one episode.
Remember Iron Chef? I'm the host. I don't want anything to do with cooking.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So we do a show, and then we pick a recipe, and then the people on the show cook the recipe, bring it in, live taste test, critique. Whose is different from each other. How did you interpret this? How did you interpret that? Whatever. We would need a host.
I'm the
Think
host,
you're-
baby.
think
I'm
you're up
ready.
for it?
I'm
Right.
ready to be a host.
Host, and then we could have a rotate. Oh man, I love that idea.
Let's do it.
Love that idea.
Let's do it.
The food
We
cost
can have Jake be a judge as well.
well, that wouldn't be fair.
This is shit. This is shit.
Yeah.
He gets a real Gordon Ramsay
I'd be a
vibe.
fucking potato sandwich or whatever he called that kid.
You're a fucking idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich. Yeah. That's
It's so good. We're back. We're back. We don't
Oh,
need
we got to change the thing.
we don't need to play any intro music, but okay. Oh, intermission.
It's like Monty Python.
It's perfect. Is it still going?
Where we got main screen. There we are.
Yeah, there we go. We're back. I need to pull up a couple things.
Here we go. It's a light news week. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we get to hammer through this. All right.
Yeah.
We'll just start.
Let's go. Hit the button.
We'll just start with this.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks.
Callbacks. I got a story.
Hit me with the story.
As you boys may know, I spent time last week on the West Coast. And then I've been talking about renting from Sixt. I did in Poland. It was good. I was gonna last time I went somewhere, but the thing was nowhere near where I needed to rent it. Boom, go into a wedding, rent a $750 from Sixt, right? Sounds great. Go to LAX, which if you haven't been there is a nightmare. Every rental agency is a long ride away in like a bus, a short
yeah.
bus. Well, in my case, a short bus. It looked like the big boys got big buses. So, anyways, I pop over to the Sixt out in the middle of some terrible part of LA. All their rentals are kept inside, which is crazy. It's this big warehouse that it's in.
Okay.
And I pull up and it's like it's very entourage-y, It's like they're playing hip music.
Yeah.
The line's out the door. The lady's like, listen, we're going to start lining up down the handicap ramp. I'm like, oh, boy, this is not great for you, boy. There's like 30 people ahead of me. And she goes, unless you're a platinum member. And I look at my thing. I get this little membership thing I joined a long time ago to get like discount hotels.
Yeah.
Your boy's a platinum member. Fantastic. Hey, lady, I'm a platinum member. Oh, great. Come with me. Literally takes me, goes to the front of the line, and goes to the woman in the front of the line. Hey, this guy gets priority. He's first. And walks away.
It's such a crazy thing to say to someone.
Dude, fucking
Yeah.
bananas. And I was like, hey, I didn't even know I had priority until right now.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm at the front of the line. I'd be fucking steaming. So good for you. Get up to the guy. I'm like, hey, rented a $750. Excited for it. Love to get that going. And the guy's like, okay, yeah, let me pull it up. Yada, yada, yada. Hey, would you be interested in upgrading anything? I'm like, I don't know. I need it back doors. I need something bigger. Girls getting in and out, and it's a wedding. Goddamn, it needs to be fast because they're always going to be late.
Yep.
And the guy's like, oh, would you rent a Bentley Bentayga? And I was like, yeah, man, let's see what we can do. And he's like, oh, you're a platinum member. Let's figure out what you can get. So I had paid $600 to rent this car, this 750.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, yeah, man, it looks like I can get it to you. Looks like it's just going to be $1,400 extra. I was like, thanks. Squeeze
And that's
me?
per day? Or
No,
total?
$1,400.
Okay.
No, but $1,400. So it's got a $2,000 rental for like 3 nights.
Yeah.
No, thank you. It's like, yeah, man, I don't know. I don't really want it. He's like, all right, let me see if I can work with the manager. He comes back. He's like, hey, it's going to be, I got it down to $1,200 over. And I was like, I don't think so, dude. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, first off, I don't like SUVs. Second off, I'm going to feel like a douche pulling up to a wedding in a fucking Bentley.
Yeah.
So whatever. He goes looking for the 7. Okay, I got the 7. Let me get the plate. Yep. Yeah, it goes back, comes back with the manager again. The manager's with me the last time he tried to upsell me. He goes, hey, man, seems like somebody was smoking cigars or something in the 750. It's going to be out of rotation for a while. Is there anything else you're interested in? I was like, yeah. I was interested in the Bentley Bentayga.
Yeah, that you told me about. Yeah.
And I was like, you need to get me there. You need to get me there.
Sparked my interest.
So he literally, after a little more back and forth, it became $100 extra a day to rent the Bentley Bentayga. So you know your boy's now a Bentley guy now.
Yep.
Rented this thing. I mean, it was something. As soon as this car smelled so highly of weed that if you had driven by with the window down, you get a contact high.
Yeah.
I mean, there was obviously a rap video filmed in it. There was, it had a leather roof, so that smell's never coming out. And I'm talking, it smelled like flowery. Like you could identify strains.
Yeah, the soil.
Yeah, dude. Like, ooh, very earthy soil.
Yeah.
There was a lipstick on the seat, one of the seat belts, on the passenger seat belt. There was eyeliner things in the car. I mean, it was not cleaned well. There were all sorts of marks from suction cups on the roof, so it was definitely filmed in.
Yeah.
I literally, when I returned it, I was like, hey, man, just so you know, like, this thing smelled so highly of weed the whole time. Like, someone definitely shot a rap video in it. And the guy's like, yeah, man, we get so many rappers renting cars from here.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention, before he rented me the Bentayga, he said, hey, if you want to come back later, I have a purple Continental GT you could rent. Which is like the hardest I've ever thought about doing something stupid in my life, because it's a purple Continental GT, but I was not trying to go back to LA. Yeah, there were definitely acres consumed in this car. But anyways, Bentley Bentayga is $215,000, $205,000 for like the cheapest possible one.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's walking around with like $150,000 in their pocket. I mean, it was really nice, but goddamn, like, dude, that's so much money.
It's a lot of money. Yeah.
It's like, it rode fine. It was pretty fast. The wood was definitely like 1.5 inches thick on it. Like, the wood was really nice. The volume knob was definitely $200,000 worth of volume knob, though. It was the best volume knob I've ever
like
turned.
crystal? What are we talking here?
No, dude, it was just like a knurled stainless, but the click was crazy.
Okay.
The click was crazy. To the point where, like, I just stopped using the one on the steering wheel. The steering wheel was a GTI, all GTI controls.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was, I don't know. I felt like I was really belonging in LA driving that thing around over there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think anyone cross shops those things. I showed you, Corey. I brought up the back, like under the luggage, under the trunk.
Yeah.
I like picked it up. I'm like, oh, there's gonna be like obviously like a leather bound space under
Velour.
here.
Yeah.
You pull up the thing under the trunk, and it is just ECUs and wires and styrofoam and shit.
And a
You're like,
battery.
this is crazy. This thing's this expensive, and I guess Bentley owners just don't look at things.
I guess not, but like even, you know what's interesting about that photo you showed me is even the handle to lift it up is plastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the same thing out of Q5.
Shocking amount of space in the back seat.
Yeah.
English Ben, I met up with him, and he's like, oh, I have all this stuff in my Volkswagen. He's got a Touareg.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, this is the same. This is like, yeah, dude.
All the same
Well, I
vehicle.
didn't buy it. You know what I mean? I didn't even think they looked very good, if I'm honest. But it was fine. It was pretty quick for a big truck.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of room in the back. We had to transport 4 people in the back seat from the wedding, and it was just it's gonna bench for 5 back there. So yeah, it was cool. I guess I just don't know who the customer. I guess you could have it. Even if you had an ungodly amount of money, I wouldn't. I don't know where that comes into the picture.
I'll show you who the customer is.
Yeah,
I think you just, you want an SUV and you want one that's people going to look at and be like, ooh.
Yeah, I guess, man. It was something. Oh yeah, there he is. Is that Drake?
See, the thing is I like the way
Somebody
they
with
look.
a strong chin line.
That picture is absolutely heavily stylized and taken in the perfect light. Also, that's got to be a 12-cylinder because it has those venti things on the side, which mine didn't have. That looks newer than mine, maybe.
You running around in
An old Bentayga?
I don't know, dude, but I should have.
So you know what? The Azure, the Bentayga Blue.
I think the Bentayga S has a 12-cylinder. I think the Bentayga normal has an 8-cylinder. I definitely should have just posted pictures of me next to it with hashtag blessed.
The Bentayga Blue is not for me. Like, I don't know why they added that grill.
No, I think I should have gone Bentayga S.
I don't know how much of an option you had there.
No, there was no options for me. Prepare to turn head. So that's its main feature.
Yeah. And I think that's it. It's just like, yeah, I got a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's literally the interior on mine. Tan with blue, hit very hard.
I'm looking for someone just
But
to
mine
look
wasn't
at me.
an Azure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a look at me kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they're good looking. I don't know.
I think they look pretty frumpy, but
Frumpy?
yeah, dude, I think that looks pretty frumpy.
I mean, this
That looks pretty frumpy.
Hey,
this
what?
in a nice green, I'd be into it. Or purple. There we go.
Oh, they do have the
Every
purp.
time
I don't
I
know what
saw
the
one buzzing
EWB
around
is.
Monaco, I was like, oh, there, look at that. It's cool.
Look how long the back door on the EWB is. It's the length of an A4.
It is the longest.
So does it just sacrifice hatch space?
It had a tremendous amount of hatch space.
So
It's
where's
just a
the
big vehicle.
Oh, okay.
If you took the XN and just got rid of the rear seats and pushed the passenger bit back 1.5 feet, that's what it's like. The massage on the Bentley though, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Massage is pretty good,
It's
dude.
different. What was the one you had? It just punched you in the ass. That's all it did.
That was my first X5M, and it was just butt play.
It was just a continuous punch in the ass.
Yeah, my current M5 has massage, but it's like airbaggy as
Yeah.
opposed to this thing had some knurling going on. I still think the best one ever was the Grand Wagoneer.
Oh,
Crazy.
I haven't experienced that.
Grand Wagoneer was crazy. But yeah, I understand a Cullinan starts $100,000 more. It's worth it. I've been in Rolls Royces and been like, holy shit, I get it. I didn't get that feeling.
Wow. I will say a flying spur.
Go back to not the SUV, like the cool ones. Flying Spur. Do they have that in a hardtop?
Continental GT. I hope they have the Flying Spur in a hardtop.
No, go to Rolls
Wait,
Royce.
that is a.
Yeah, I think. Oh, maybe the Flying Spur is the one I like. That Flying Spur Speed
That's.
for
Good God.
for a 4-door though. That
That's-
thing. Give me the side shot of that. Can we pull this up? Select.
Wow. I mean, it is an attractive vehicle.
771 horsepower, 738 foot-pounds of torque. Is that all they're gonna give me?
That's all
that's
you need to know.
Can I just want to see a straight side shot of it.
I don't think you need to know any more than this.
It's just like,
Yeah,
nah,
they
not
don't-
for you,
no,
dog.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. You got questions? Just come in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
file them elsewhere.
You got questions? You can.
Oh, there's the
The Fire
and Ice edition.
Dude.
That's how you know they're so tangled in with Volkswagen. They're like,
Yeah.
this really worked for us in the Mark II.
Yeah.
It's gonna work on the Bentley.
I thought this dude. I'm trying to think.
Regal Knight. Is that purple?
Blue.
Oh,
It's almost like a jean.
that looks Barney purple to me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's almost like a jean.
You know what,
blue.
boys? I thought I was a Rolls Royce man. I'm a Flying Spur man. I think I like that.
It's a Continental for me.
I.
Listen, if we're picking our Bentleys,
You're going Conti?
oh,
Yeah.
I'm going
I'm
Continental.
Yeah.
going Flying Spur in that green.
I don't know if you drive a Flying Spur
You definitely drive a Flying
or
Spur.
if you get
You
driven.
get driven in.
No, the Rolls
I mean,
Royce are driven in
This
things.
Continental GT, right here, the GT Speed. Look at that.
Yeah. That comes in a green that just tickles every part of my body.
Tim Connors, if I had super money, I'd be looking at Astons. Yeah, Astons
What
are too cheap, buddy. These
what
are
am I
big
doing in
money.
Aston?
What are you gonna do with one of those?
I need an Aston to drive to get to this. From my
Look
front door to my
at
garage.
That.
I love unreliable stuff. You're gonna love the Bentley.
Give me the winter
the
light.
automatic up window on my Bentley was already broken. It would not go up without me holding it the whole way.
Classic
So it's
Volkswagen
definitely-
window
there was some real
regulator.
Audi engineering going on. No, the Flying Spur is way better looking than this thing.
Whoa.
Oh,
Can
here
you
we
get me
go.
these
Hold
shots of the
on.
Flying Spur? I mean, what's going
It
on?
would take
Not
a while.
possible.
It'd take a while.
Take a while.
Wait, hit me with the
No, the
greens.
reds and purples.
Oh my God, hold on. We
Hit
got
reds and purples, God.
golds, orange, and brown.
No, dude, nobody wants brown. Go to reds and purples. I want to see the purple that I gave up on.
I'm big into brown.
Alpine green.
Apple green.
Apple green. Look at that. Come on there. That's radium.
Radium
Radium's gonna be like
By Rodney Mullen.
looks like
Phoenix
snot.
yellow.
No, go to reds and
Reds
purples.
and purples. Here we are. I mean, there's only
I think-
oh, candy red. Hold on.
Cricket ball.
Excuse me.
You go to cricket ball. Cricket ball was the color they had.
Oh, it's just fucking burgundy.
No, it was heavier than that.
Candy red.
Mary-
Candy red satin. No, I need.
Maybe
this.
it was damn son. Can you hit that damn son?
Damn, son.
Damn son.
It's really.
Yo, that shit is purple.
Wait, yeah, it's really
It's called Damn Son.
Damn Son.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm going.
Wait,
I'm
there's-
going. I
But
want
wait,
I want
there's more.
Tanzanite. I want the Flying Spur and damn sun purple.
Dude, if you're gonna go purple, you gotta go tanzanite.
Oh yeah, I think theirs was Tanzanite. Theirs was offensively purple.
That's super. St. James red.
I think I'm more into the damn sun. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, dragon red too?
Dragon Ball Red. You can't get me a fucking Flying Spur so I can prove to you how much better looking it is than this thing.
Hold on. All right, I'll bring you to it. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Flying spur. I
don't want
literally
two-tone.
can't even
I'm-
remember how I got there. I'm gonna be very configurator.
Okay.
All right. Select. Configure. I wasn't
All right,
kidding.
let's change these colors. 'cause they're
There we
terrible.
go. And then let's go paints. Oh, light Windsor blue.
We got duo tones.
Now give me the side shot. I don't want this shot.
Oh,
This
let's see
isn't
the
as good.
damn suns.
Who's
Hold on.
Mulliner? Tell me more about Mulliner.
Oh God! Put me in the damn sun. Josh, put the damn sun on the on this fucking car, dude.
I'm only gonna ask one more time.
I need to see it in
Hold
damn
on.
sun
Where's it?
purple.
Where that was in purple, right?
Yeah.
Damn sun.
Damn sun. Oh,
That's
I
pretty
gotta
good.
go.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. You look like you're going to commit crimes in that.
Unmute me.
Duo tones. Oh, wait.
Oh my God, I've been muted. There we go. Dude, damn sun purple Flying Spur. When I make it, you'll know.
There'll be signs.
It'll be
Yeah.
a big purple sign. Charlie Justice made it. He's running a damn sun
It's
purple
gonna be you on one of
Spur.
these Japanese tow rigs towing that thing around because it's broken.
The fucking asset is just hanging off. Just fucking.
Dude, wouldn't even care.
You're gonna
Can we
spend
change
another
the
20
wheels?
grand to move this thing around.
Can we change the wheels? Those wheels are horrific.
They
Don't
really are.
change my damn sun purple.
Black crystal over cricket?
Do you just two-tone me? Nobody wants dual tone.
Oh, listen.
Look
Oh,
at that.
Creme
Look
with the orange.
at
All right, I'm
that.
back.
Over Magnolia?
Oh, all the wheels are bad.
I
Yeah,
think,
they're not.
I think the all black is probably the least of the bad.
First thing would just be to go to rotiform.com.
Yeah, what do you got? Hand of drive.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hand of drive.
Left. Oh.
I'm going left-hand drive.
Wait a minute. You think they'd allow you to buy a right-hand drive one here?
Do whatever you want, buddy.
It's a Bentley. It's not even called interior. It's called hide.
Can we change the hide?
What kind of hide would you like?
I'm trying to hide from P. Diddy in this thing.
Oh, man.
Do they have purple interior?
Basalt?
No.
Nah, go Storm. I think that's the blue.
Yeah, that
Wow.
looks like the blue.
I'll tell
Damn
you
sun
what.
with that
Hey,
Storm interior.
if you're listening to this, you got to go onto the Bentley configurator.
Just
Listen,
put it
it
together.
doesn't matter.
Just
have-
build your favorite.
It's fun.
Just have yourself a time. Oh wait, no, main
Why
hide.
does it say Malaner in the back? Who's
Cricket
that?
ball.
Damn
Honor.
son! Damn son!
You go damn son on damn son?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you say, Bentley.
Damn son the whole car. Damn
We're
son the
gonna
whole
damn
car.
son.
Damn son
The
purple
interior.
interior.
It's
Dude, imagine double damn son.
Oh, what if you could damn son dash?
Secondary hide. What can we do with
hold on, there might be more.
Imperial blue? Everybody knows blue and purple goes together.
Computer blue
I wonder where it's going to put that.
Wherever it wants.
on these areas. Oh.
Now do saddle.
Literally nowhere.
Do me a little saddle. No, it
Saddle?
just changed everything blue. Corey can't see it.
I can't see.
I can barely see it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Saddle me.
And then I
Earlier,
wanna see
Josh
that-
was looking.
There we
Oh,
go.
damn
Axe.
son and saddle. Damn son vanity plate. Carman Cam. There he goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna stop talking about this car.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Oh, you can get that peanut butter and jelly interior. Look at that.
What is even the MSRP on one of these things?
Summary. Damn son, you can't afford this.
Yeah, dude. There's not even a price. It's just like
Wait,
code.
it doesn't even. Yeah, it says engine to buy. It just.
Can you pick different engines?
I think so. It might make me pick a hybrid or whatever.
Wow.
No, inquire to buy. Yeah.
All right, these babies start at 280 and they go up to 320.
The one we built is 350.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a used one near me for 165.
Wow, so these things really fall off a cliff.
Dude, this is a 2022 175 grand.
Dude, I'm saying you wait 2 more years, this thing's gonna be 60 grand.
This is a white one 2020 150. Yeah, I mean, here's an Azure that's 258.
Wow.
Let me just sort low to high, which is obviously the best way to do this. Carfax best match? No, thank you. Low to high.
Jeez.
Sort, baby, sort.
Who would have thought it would have been so fun?
89.
89?
2018 Flying Spur S. 2 owner. 24,000 miles. That's the cheapest one by about half.
How much do you think is broken on that one?
Everything. I can't imagine these things ever work correctly.
Even the most mechanically inclined would have
I got one.
a tough time.
Boy, 64. It's $1,000 a month. 15,000 miles. 2014 Flying Spur.
How's it look?
Not good. Real bad. If I'm
Like a
honest.
big Volkswagen.
Nah, I wish a big
Phaeton?
Volkswagen would look better. They don't have the giant grill that these things now come with.
Oh. Oh, well.
Anyways,
Hey, you know what?
well, a man can dream.
I don't even know if it's something I dream about.
I know. I definitely.
I think the most fun I can have is just on the configurator.
I would
true.
agree because it is fun to just think about that.
Okay, I got another thing.
What do you got?
I rebuilt the brakes on my M Coupe.
Oh.
I told you guys I was buying a sandblast rig. Don't know why anybody would buy a booth for it.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately upon using the sandblast rig, understood why people buy booths.
Did
Just fucking stuff goes
Did you try the
everywhere.
cardboard or a
Nope, I
trash
tried-
can?
You
Try it
can get
outside.
a real cheap cabinet from like Harbor Freight.
Sure can, buddy.
Yeah.
So I, didn't
told you
do that.
Mickett did it, and he was like, worked great, made a mess.
Mine came with safety goggles, which I put on after the first puff. The amount of sand you go through is insane. But it blasted.
How bad was the first puff of like?
I was like, I think I'm gonna have to replace my glasses lenses. I might have to do a trip after I do these.
It's a fucking lens
To run
craft.
down and grab some new lenses.
Yeah.
I fucking thought I lost half my mustache. on this one, dude.
It's
Just a mega lineup, dude.
How did it work though?
Dude, once I figured out that it uses quadruple the amount of shit you think it's going to use, so you have to fill the thing to the top.
Yeah.
And that I definitely need to be wearing glasses, but then I still got done, and I was my hair. I was covered in this shit. Immediately had to take a shower, dude. I'm like, baby, I gotta take a shower. This is crazy. It worked really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Like they were just like surface rusty corroded.
Yeah.
And I literally just blasted them all off, cleaned them up, and then I painted them. I just spray painted the high temp spray paint, just black, because that's what color it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I should probably take the carriers off and spray paint those black, but I don't give a shit. So yeah, dude, it was sick. It came out perfect. And then I just once I blasted, I rebuilt them. Just as I said, it was 2 seals, some grease.
Yeah.
Put it back in. I swapped the track pads out because I don't think I'm gonna track that thing for the rest of the season. So I don't have to get mega brake dust every time I drive it now. So, it takes 5 minutes to swap pads. Yeah, they came out great. I ran it yesterday. Drove great. Doesn't drag anymore. It's so easy to do to rebuild brake calipers. It's hilarious. So yeah, but the sandblaster, I just grabbed whatever off of Amazon, hooked it up to the compression, worked great. So
Nice.
but yeah, I mean, a cabinet's probably smart. I just don't need a cabinet hanging around. So
Because
if I were to do it more, if I had a project where I need to sandblast a bunch of stuff, yeah, I'd buy it. But like
most cabinets I've seen become a catch basin for shit to hang off it. 90% of the time.
Like
I
a
was
treadmill.
totally fine.
Yeah, I
I
was
got
just gonna
this
say, exactly.
really hard stuff called depleted uranium I used through it, so
Yeah.
that was really nice.
Really ate it all up.
Really ate right through. Really shaved those babies down. No, this thing cleaned up all the crap and didn't fuck up the metal at all. It was great. So yeah, I would suggest randomly sandblasting stuff. That's a lot of fun. And the only other thing I have is Lock City this Friday. I believe it's a Last Street series. Am I right?
That was last week.
No.
Yeah, I think, right? Unless it's a championship. I think there is drifting this weekend. I might have my dates wrong. Hold on. Actually, no, you might be right. It might be the 5th. Yeah, I know something's the 5th.
The 5th?
1, 2, 3, 4,
October
5.
4th through 5th. Oh, it's just a normal thing. Maybe.
Damn, I'm not around again.
Yeah, I'm not around, which sucks.
Yes, September 27th was the last.
Okay,
street
so
series.
this is just a normal Lock City. So
Yeah,
4th and 5th. So this whole weekend, I won't be here.
And
the
it's
whole weekend.
probably, I know it's not on their website. Yeah, it's not named on their website, but I bet if you show up in a costume, you're not going to be the only person.
Something tells me there's gonna be some costumes out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
There was some costume chatter that I saw.
Did you see some chatter
I just saw some chatter
on the intrawebs?
about some costumes. So
Dude, I'd love to see that. So, anyways, that's coming up this weekend. If you're looking for something to do, hang out, see the boys slide them.
Yep.
Some skid racing.
being up front,
Get out there skidding. Maybe see
I
Jordan.
can't be there.
Yeah, I
Maybe
can't
see
either.
Jordan producing that power.
I'm trying to make it a Japanese car day, but I just found it costs money to get in, so probably not going to go.
How much does it cost to get in?
$20. I don't have that kind of money.
Where is
I'm a Bentley guy now. Still paying for that Bentley.
I haven't been to a large event in a bit. I'd like to pop by one.
Hey, you want to go to Japanese car day? I'll
I'm
sign
not
up
gonna
right
be home.
now.
I wish I would have gone. I would have gone. I would love to go take the Civic.
Son of a bitch.
Right, that would have been perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I mean-
might go. It depends when I get home Saturday
Yeah.
and how much trouble I'm going to be in if I then dip on everybody, which
Decide to immediately
means
head out.
probably a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dress up as Jordan's mom. Love that.
Dress up as Jordan.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Matt Wood might go to what? You going to Lock City? You going to
Japanese car day.
He's
Japanese
probably
car day.
going to
I'll pick
Japanese
you up.
car day.
Yeah. You
Uh,
gonna pick him up in Connecticut?
pop over to literally
Pop over.
the exact
pop over.
opposite direction.
Boom, I'll grab you.
Yeah, I'll pick you up. Be about a 6-hour commute.
Hey, you got to find a ride home, though.
Yeah. I can't do both.
Can't, it's one
My
of the
mom
other.
said one. I can't do both.
I'll be up in Maine. I'll drive down and pick you up, then we'll go up to...
Yeah,
Boston
right
real
back
quick.
up. Just basically turn right around. Let's see. Is there anything else going on this weekend? I can't think of. This was supposed to be the weekend of our rally. We're not doing that.
We're not doing it. We are rescheduling. We are postponing
Postponing, yeah.
until the
Postpone.
time that places to stay are affordable.
It's like Wayne Stock.
TBD.
yeah.
To be determined.
None of the bands have signed up.
If you build it, no, that's a different movie.
If you book them, they will come.
That's what it is. Yeah. Just that's the.
But yes, we've mentioned this a couple times, but hotel rooms are like $600 a night. Sounds terrible. We're not doing that.
I think you
So
found
we're
one
delaying.
in Canada for like
There's
$300.
one in Canada for about $300.
I found one on the other side of Lake Champlain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
deep New
literally.
York.
For $3 and change.
Literally a complete.
And
Another
it was an
state.
hour and 40-minute commute.
Yeah, not bad.
Bit tough. Bit
Not
tough.
In
You
the
know,
wrong direction.
on top of driving for basically 2 days straight anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
The leaf peepers really put a damper on our season.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll keep you informed about that. Just mention this because we'll keep things going. A little revival house cleaning. November 17th is going to be the Bandit release party at Widowmaker Brewery.
Full
That's
release of
still,
the Bandit.
Still happening. Bandit shirts are all ordered, paid for with the printer. So we're just waiting for those to come in. Hopefully pretty soon. As soon as those come in, we will start shipping them on
Start
out.
getting those out the door.
They
Will
will-
there be any extras of those, or are those just to order?
I ordered a couple extras, not too many. But
Okay.
we will. I'm really, really, really trying to do another Bandit shirt specifically for the
Release party.
release party. There won't be many of those, but it's going to be a cool design that there's also going to be a poster as well.
Did you get it with your ticket?
No tickets for the release party. Just show
Leaving
up.
a lot of money on the
Just
table.
show. Well, there's going to be.
I could have a double stacker right
although
now.
there's going to be, we're going to have our own beer. We won't see any of that money, but we're in the business. We're in the business of.
We don't get a cut of the
just-
bar.
We're gonna get a cut. I DJ get a cut of the bar. We're gonna have a fucking
Everyone-
release party. and not
no,
get a cut of the bar?
it's a bit of a. We're getting the facility privately for
All right.
an exchange,
we're
a
gonna
gentleman's
lose them
agreement,
money.
a gentleman's
We'll
agreement,
teach
if
them.
you will.
All right. All right.
No, we got a
Just wanna
lot of,
make hey, we're trying to fill this.
we got a
fucker
lot of
up.
heavy drinkers.
Yeah, dude. Actually, we're gonna do all right.
Goes deep.
Let
in
me
the
get a
drink-
cut of the bar. I'm
goes-
back to a cut of
goes
the bar.
deep in the
Yeah.
drinking game.
All right, sweet. So we got that going on.
Dana, IAG, haven't heard Chuck mention alien ships have no discernible doors for a while. Need a reminder. It is a reminder. Alien ships have no discernible doors.
Solid objects.
Do you think they're 3D
Solid
printed?
objects.
Alien ships?
Ours are.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ours are definitely 3D printed.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get to really see ours go off until something goes real wrong.
Well, we're pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely on the downward spiral. Something going
Did
real
I
wrong.
say the trajectory is...
I'm throwing in my bingo card for 2025.
It's like you didn't really see stealth tech till like Desert Storm went real wrong.
Yeah.
I think we might see the same thing. You know,
Right, so, right. Nobody knew the B-2 bomber existed until we were fucking throwing bombs in Baghdad.
Yeah, we might have to do some missile interceptions with those babies.
So,
Yeah.
so you were 2025. So, you think once we're past the election is really when they're going to show up?
Yeah, but you got to bring them over the ice wall. So that's not easy.
That's right.
You get them all parked down there beyond
They
Antarctica.
park in the ocean.
You know,
That's
here's
true.
the thing.
Nah, it's the extra continents.
Oh, okay.
I watched a show, All the Light We Cannot See.
Yep.
I don't know, it's a book. Apparently, the book's better. I watched a show.
So the book's always better, but who cares?
And
Except for Wayne's World.
the girl's just like broadcasting radio during World War II.
Yeah.
It's literally just gonna be us. Just sitting here,
Sitting here
sitting in this room,
talking to the boys.
just broadcasting bullshit.
As long as those YouTube servers are up, we're
Well, boys,
fucking
I
we're
gotta
pumping
we
it
don't
out.
fucking need YouTube. We're just
Yeah,
be
dude.
out here
Just post them.
firing into the ethos.
Just fucking see what happens out there, dude. Fire into the extra continents.
There's some mothership just blasting our podcast,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what humans have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let them hone in
Yeah.
on our location.
Yeah.
Anyway, Josh and I popped into a little event Aru this past weekend.
Oh, I heard about that.
It was the Middleborough Cars and Coffee held at the Middleborough Town Hall.
That's wild.
Unfortunately, it was the last one of the season. However, great drive out there from Providence. I had a blast. But it's a bummer. It's the first one I got to make it to. But I look forward to next year.
Yeah.
It was
it's gonna
cool.
be
They got all the parking space.
Mm-hmm.
It was still a great turnout, even though apparently it was the smallest one of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time. So keep your eyes open for the
Hey,
event
smallest
next
one
year.
is always the worst one. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I liked it.
You got to push back.
Yeah. I mean, I was a big fan of it. It was cool. I just wanted to get out, drive. I mean, to do like 120 miles.
An hour
No.
on the highway, in Massachusetts.
on a side road with a squirrel coming at you.
No. To do 120 miles.
Do you have a thing about that?
I do. We're going to get into that.
So excited.
It's good. Just put some miles on the car. Get out, drive. It was a beautiful day. It was good. We met up with Josh. We took some cool roads to get there. It was a good time.
Yeah, Emily had her
Your daughter was there? It was
her
great.
first experience in the R32, and she's absolutely hooked.
There
She
we
was
go.
just vibing it.
She was vibing big time.
You tell her the Corolla GR hatch is the spiritual successor to the R32. I'm working that with one of my girls right now.
I didn't quite make the red tape line to
Yeah, we'll
line
get there. We'll
dissection
get there.
quite yet, but that is a in process. If you will.
The next thing I have is also has to do with John.
Love John.
So my wife and I were on John Fifth's podcast, Topic Under the Stairs, the boys, John, Mark, and Ryan. They were gracious enough to have us, and we went on and we talked prosciutto di Parma and Parmigiano Reggiano. I got way too involved.
Way deep.
They loved it.
But it was a great time. Give it a listen. I had a ton of fun. I think it's the third or fourth time I've been on John's show. Love those boys. It's a great
Yeah,
time.
those guys are unbelievable.
Wow.
They were gonna
yeah.
have me come on and talk about alien technology. I don't know what happened to that.
I
I'm excited
if
for
there's
that,
ever a
though.
time, John's going for the next 2 weeks. Try and get on.
Now's the
Try to
time.
get on
Yeah, you might want
Actually,
to shoehorn.
I don't know
yourself
about
in
this week, but I think next week it's just Mark.
Oh, God.
there. Wait, how's that gonna work?
So
What's
hit him up.
happening?
Hit him up. I think he's open to it.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna have to do a little more research, but
I think
I'm
he'd be
all
open
shelved
to it.
up here.
Take a gander at that.
Yeah.
A listen, a YouTube, whatever. It was a ton of fun. It was good. They did not expect me to come with a slideshow and several pages worth of notes.
Dude,
Attaboy.
some of the photos of you just in a gown, as if you're in a hospital, but there's a 30-foot wall of meat standing behind you is just absolutely phenomenal.
I was like, you get like a little kid is excited, goes to like maybe an amusement park or something, and it's like take a photo of me or whatever.
Yeah.
I was, dude, every room we went into was like, take a photo of me in here. Take a photo of me in here. Yeah, get a picture of me against this wall of meat instead.
Yes, I need. It's amazing. It's absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
So I had a ton of fun with that.
Another little, I am going to listen to the next Loose is Fast podcast because there's some wild NASCAR stuff happening.
Yeah.
Basically, a team is suing NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
The teams all want their piece of the pie, and NASCAR gets a lot more
Same.
pie than everybody else. So they're going to talk about it more. I won't even get into it. I asked Kyle for a brief, like, hey, give me a 30-second recap of what the hell this means. And he did, and it was great. So I look forward to hearing that all happen. It's going to be a wild ride for those NASCAR fans, besides just turning
That's
left.
crazy.
Yeah, besides turning left.
Love that. Mysteries. You know, a little mysterious NASCAR stuff going on. Kind of
Last
like
week we-
Obama's chef.
Yeah, last week we talked about a certain
No
YouTuber.
big deal.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's a great swimmer.
It's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions.
I mean, I paddleboard with clothes on myself.
I often, get
Right.
out there and paddleboard
With
in
clothes
jeans
on.
and a t-shirt.
Nice, nice,
Probably not with my boss naked
crisp
so much.
set of Levi's.
Yeah. Last week we talked about a certain YouTuber driving his car, what we thought was in a reckless manner, let's say.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Questionable. Just questionable.
So we had a listener reach out. Jesse, great friend of the show, provider of Wawa. For some reason, feels the need to drive down here from Maryland.
Probably the best.
Drive up here from Maryland to at least one event a year, I think.
Yeah,
since
we've
we've been doing this.
so it could be down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couple times. Brings us Wawa
yeah.
constantly.
So he chimes in. Just listening to last week's show, Das came and films on the same roads I drive to get to the bike trail and Cars and Coffee event. There are deers all over the roads. I asked if you ever seen him. He said, I've seen his car at a small Cars and Coffee where he starts and ends his videos. I've just been driving by. And I said to him, I said, Jesse's a friend, an honest guy. Are we crazy? Or, like, what's the deal?
Yeah.
And he was like, he's absolutely crazy for driving like that. A lot of the roads have a 6-inch, like, rough drop-off from asphalt to grass. That's why he hugs the yellow a little too tight. The
Best
other
stakes is
option
high stakes.
is a wheel drop and an instant rollover. There's a bike/coffee shop on the main road from his film spot, and there are cyclists everywhere around there.
Love that.
Jesus.
This is a man of immense
So this
risk.
is someone who drives these roads
Is very familiar with it and knows how the potentials.
for what's going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, hey, next time I see him, vipe him for me. You know? Well,
just see what's going on. Give him a little bump in the Model Y.
yeah.
Next time you see him, run away.
Yeah, dude, get off course.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it, but it's just incredible. The revival sphere.
The incredible reach we have.
It
Yeah.
never ceases to amaze me. Where it's like we talk about this random video we found. It's like, yeah, I drive these roads all the time.
Yeah, also someone tried to get us a flying spur to demo. You know what I mean?
Be wonderful.
Start working on it.
Actually, Volkswagen, no Germans. Yeah, they told us to go screw a while ago.
Yeah.
We'll keep trying.
Next thing I have is I talked about the BMW recall several weeks, probably months back at this point. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Anyone cares? I don't know.
It was the best.
It was the recall that they were like, hey, it was a stop sale on some vehicles.
Yeah.
So a service tech for Mini, BMW, essentially, reached out and says, hey, we got the parts here. It's a DSC unit that goes where the brake booster would be. I've done 11 in the last week, and we have about 30 more cars in the lot to
Talk
do.
about getting in the parts at the buzzer.
Yeah. Pays 3.3, so I think 3 1/3 hours.
Nice.
I do 2 at a time in an hour and a half.
Love this.
So I
Guys
just
are
replied,
fucking-
cha-ching.
Yeah. This guy's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire over there.
So, I mean, shouts to him. It's awesome. He also sent me a bunch of photos of, doing the job. It looks rather involved.
Oh, he's naked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Really getting in that.
looks rather
crevice.
involved. Oh, and also they have to reprogram the car or whatever because
Yeah,
it's
get
not even a car; it's electronic.
It's a phone. now.
Reprogram the mainframe.
yeah. Last little bit I have is everyone who missed out on the Harbor Freight Jack sale.
You fucked up.
I'm sorry. GTI Joe posted, "Hey, I did a review on this Jack, a year or two ago. I forget whatever
First
it
off,
is."
I didn't know GTI Joe did reviews.
He did a YouTube channel. It's actually really good.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it's really good. I just
Yeah.
didn't know of its existence.
Yeah, and
Gotta have him on.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, he's like, "Hey, and the Jack's on sale. It's 40% off." I'm like, "Well, obviously I missed this." So I click the link, open it up. It's like, boom, 40% off today only, whatever. I think I talked to you about it on here about needing a new Jack. I threw that one in my Amazon cart. I haven't bought it because it just hasn't caught on sale really. So I was able to get The jack 40% off, $240 down to $140.
Come on.
It was insane. I posted a photo of it on the
That's
gram
crazy.
because I was out in the Honda and I was like, I don't have time to go home and get a sensible car. We're gonna fit it in there.
Turns out Honda's a sensible car.
Turns out it was great. I mean, I needed a hand getting it out, but
That jack, it's a NASCAR level jack. It's
the-
ready
the
to go.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
It's
Jack.
it's unbelievable.
it's so cool. I was so excited. I was on my front lawn, like unboxing it, throwing styrofoam and cardboard everywhere, just like
like a madman. It's so big, long, and it goes up so high. You could flip the car up. You could
you goddamn right.
you could flip the car
Yeah.
from the opposite side.
I'm big at 24 inches of lift. It's a bit much.
That's a lot, dude.
I don't know if
lot.
I can be trusted with that much lift.
Too much lift.
That's a dangerous amount of lift.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Did you go purple, Tim asks?
I did not. So I showed up to the Harbor Freight.
To be fair, he thought it was purple.
Yeah. I showed up to the Harbor Freight. The jack that I wanted only came in black, blue, green, and orange. So I get there, I see the jack, whatever. You got to take the little slip, bring it to the counter. They get it for you. It's in the back. Bring it to the counter. He's like, yeah, it's just go get it. And I'm like, hey, I don't know, man. Like, it says to take the slip. What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it?
You're right. You're advising me to do this.
And I was like, so did someone get it for me? Whatever. He's like, it's in the aisle. If there's any left, you can get it. I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
that
whatever.
dude was done with jacks for that day.
Definitely done with it. So I go over there. It turns out it's the other end of the aisle, which I would have never gone to. And there were only 2 greens and 1 orange left. So I got a green.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, so I got a green. And then I immediately Hulk threw it up on my shoulder and walked it to the counter, then dropped it on the counter.
Like a goddamn man.
It took the whole counter down.
So then he's like, do you want something to help you carry it out? And I thought he'd have like a cart or something like that. He just has like a shopping cart. I throw it in the shopping cart, and then the shopping cart starts to tip forward. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm walking through the parking lot backwards. with
Yeah,
the
he
shopping
just
cart.
made it harder.
Yeah. But yeah, ultimately saved myself a boatload of money. Got a great check.
It's crazy that was $140.
Yeah, that's a lot of jack.
It's crazy when
That's
the
not
last
a jack like that. Tons of money.
the last
Yeah.
jack I bought was 16 years ago and cost $100, but I still have it.
Here we are.
The size comparison of the old jack to that new jack.
I
is
should
wild.
get
You
a little.
versus the guy you're worried about?
Yeah, I
It's
should get a
wild.
little side by side going.
Yeah, you maybe not want to post that.
I will
on the
say
internet.
the new one-
Jackshots.com.
The new one I think weighs 200 pounds.
Yeah, that
I
thing,
wouldn't doubt.
That's a
It's
beefy
so
boy.
heavy.
It's very, very metal.
It's
very,
so
very
heavy,
metal.
but it was great. I scored it. I got so many interactions. I will call them interactions with people who was like, "Oh, where do I get the coupon code?" I sent it to a ton of people. The only person I know who actually secured the bag was Ian K out in Florida.
Sounds like the guy.
Good-
That's our
good.
guy.
Yeah, so
Good score.
it was a great score.
Good score overall.
One of the best.
Oh my god. Let's do. Want to pick a winner or 2 winners?
Yeah, let's do a B for B.
Let's do
Pick winners.
B for B, and
He
then we're
thought
gonna.
shut this thing the fuck down.
That's it. Because I have a couple little. I have one little interesting news piece.
Yeah, news blows. All right.
Do that.
Hey, Bucks for the Boys. Here we are. Again, it's me, old Charlie from Revival Motoring. What's Bucks for the Boys? Bucks for the Boys is how we monetize this beautiful podcast. What we ask for you is this podcast is worth anything at all. Pop on revivalmotoring.com/B for B. There you can choose a sustainable donation of any amount, time period, whatever you like. Pop it in there. It helps us secure the bag, make purchases, get ready for the storm a-coming. All those things. And we appreciate it, and that is huge, and it helps us massively. It's revivalmotoring.com/B for B. Also, we understand it's an economic hard time. We understand a sustainable donation may be tough. You can hit us info@revivalmotoring.com. Throw any amount you like in that and write a message, and we are contractually obligated to read it during this section. And it gets funnier and funnier every time I mention how many times that doesn't happen during this part of the
How
podcast.
infrequently.
Here we are again. Also, economic hard times. We understand there's tons of ways to help the podcast without giving us anything at all. Kind of. You can go on. You can tell people about it. We spread by word of mouth. We spread through the mouth. So you go around. We know all your friends are car people. Tell them about a car podcast. Infect them with us. Also, you can force people to listen to the podcast. Maybe you're in an enclosed space. Maybe you're on a plane for 6 hours going to LA.
A little
Play it on your laptop speakers.
puddle jumper.
A bit of a puddle jump. Hey, you're driving people somewhere. Hey, you drive a school bus. Boom. Jam it on.
There we go.
Let them know. Loud and proud. So that's a good way to do it. Also, let's say you have some automotive insight. You have some info that can help us get this podcast rolling. Help us do a segment. Hit us up on the Instagrams, emails, whatever you like. We appreciate that. Helps us produce. Helps us get nice and easy. And then I think the best way to experience the Revival Motoring Podcast is about 7 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. You can hop on the old YouTube where we do this baby live. You can pop in our chat room where it's just a beautiful, warm family feeling of all our greatest friends in there. And they are harassing us during the podcast, which really helps us get it going. So we appreciate anything you can do. And again, that's revivemotoring.com/B4B, Bucks for the Boys. Help us do it so we don't have to respond to advertisers or anybody but you, you know?
That's it.
You hold us accountable.
We were once looking for advertisers, you know, and I don't think they'd let us say a lot of things that we want to say.
Yeah, dude, especially about Obama's cook.
Chefgate.
Yeah.
Maybe the Benedict wasn't good that morning.
Yeah, dude, Google it.
Those eggs were not scrambled. If you are an active B4B subscriber, you will automatically be entered once a month to win something from us. Today, we're going to give away two things. One, that's going to be the
Coffee mug.
the tree and keychain setup that we had our good friend TDs make from us for us. So we'll give that away first, and then we're gonna give away the cooler and all of the
Holy Lord.
confidence in it. From details by Doug from FCP Euro, from us ourselves, and that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen right now. So
You're going to give that away here, not the... All right.
the party?
I thought you'd give away the screening.
No, I mean
All right.
technically, I said we'd give it away like once the order thing was closed.
Nobody remembered that until you just said it.
No, I know.
All right, well.
I mean,
We could edit this
we
part
could
out.
put the cooler. Well, there's really no easy way to do it at the party, especially if somebody isn't from
That's
here.
true. That's true. And it's a B for B thing, right?
No, it was for the Bandit shirt pre-order.
Oh, for Bandit shirts.
specifically.
Right.
Yeah. So
Shit.
it's not. There's
All right,
a lot of people.
No,
who,
you got it. We can present it at the...
There's a lot of people who are B4B subs and still ordered stuff, which we're very, very appreciative for. But this in particular, you know, everybody who ordered stuff, the Bandit pre-order, whether it be the shirt, some hats or stickers, everybody was automatically entered to do that. And matter of fact, their names appear multiple times in different places, depending upon what they ordered, all of that sort of stuff. So we can do, matter of fact, I already picked the B4B winner.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, just so we're not sitting here constantly rolling the
I'm calling
the
for a
dice.
recount.
Yeah, there's going to be a recount.
No, well, there was a win. It was a good win.
What do you got for?
Hey, pretend to do it on the thing.
Well, we'll do the
Pretend to do that one, too.
no. That one I got lined up. We get the picker and ready to go. I mean, yeah, no, because that was a random pick too. The other one for the B4B giveaway.
Are you gonna announce it or keep it a secret?
It's Tanya Garcia.
No,
Congratulations, Tanya.
we can announce it. That winner is going to be Gabrielle Hoppin.
Gabrielle
Hoppin or
Hoppin.
Yeah, Hoppin. So that is going to be the B4B winner. You're going to get the tree
Congratulations.
and the keychain,
That's some TD's gear. Love that.
some TD stuff, and I'll probably try to grab some stickers and stuff and send it your way.
Think it's Gabriel.
Gabriel could be.
Oh, wow. That's fucking rough. We might have to send him something else.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Oh no, I know how
Gabriel?
it's spelled. I'm thinking if I'm wondering. If
I
it's,
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm horrific with names. It's terrible. I'm not
What is
good
it,
at
Corey? You looking them up?
I've had pretty good luck with finding them on Instagram. Hopping, nothing really coming up right now. So, oh well. Well, hey, you know what? Josh has your information. He's gonna send it
Yo,
out
Warren,
to you.
that guy's out of pocket.
What? Oh boy! I can only imagine. Oh my god!
Did he just hit you with the?
Dude's hog wild.
just
Dude is hog wild, Warren.
just wanted to remind you.
I just thought about that. He sent me that the other day. It's like, thought I deleted it forever.
He's out of his mind.
All right, here we go. Now we're doing a random. Well, congratulations to Gabriel.
Hoppin.
Yeah,
Hoppin'.
if it's Gabrielle, that'd be a female, which
That
we
seems
don't have.
heavily
Any.
unlikely.
It probably is Gabriel.
Yeah,
Gabe, big
Gabe.
shouts.
Big
Either
shouts.
way, it's Gabe.
yeah.
Or Gab.
Congrats. So
You're gonna love it.
we're gonna pick the winner with the spinning wheel
There's a spinning wheel of happiness.
of the
You sold 300 t-shirts?
cooler. Not technically. It's a mix of things. It's a mix of
Sketchier and
things.
sketchier. I love this. Let's go.
How do we not even know about this?
No, it's because it was the T-shirts. It was
there's
stickers,
the donations.
it was
Yeah,
hats.
okay,
there was,
okay.
there's a bunch of stuff kind of mixed in there for everybody to contribute to the Bandit Run. So,
Plus, you entered 150 times as well.
no, I like the cooler. It's nice, but I cannot win. I'm going to spin this in 3, 2, 1.
And we're spinning. We're off to the races. Hopefully, a name we can get right.
Hopefully, a name
Wow,
and something
cool
I can
effects on the
decipher pretty
spinny.
quickly.
What are we
What
at?
do we got?
What are we at? Number
73.
What do we got?
Where am I?
The number wheel stuff is the most fun part of this whole thing.
Dude, number wheel's unbelievable.
Number wheel is endless.
We finally started to use the same one month after
The
month.
winner for that is going to be Justin Hartwell.
Justin Hartwell.
Justin
Justin
Hartwell.
Hartwell is the winner for the Bandit Cooler.
Justin Hartwell just won it big, boys.
It's the biggest thing we gave away ever so far.
So far, are you trying to give away something bigger? I am. We're trying to give
If
away.
I can find him. Nope.
Next up, giving away the R32.
Oh God, no.
Justin
No.
Hartwell. Here he is. I think I found him on the internet.
Nice. Where's he from? Hoping for Albania.
Oh boy, it's at least
Yeah,
America.
no, it looks like Yugoslavia.
It's at least I have his info right here.
It's definitely America.
It's at least the United States.
Looks to be a
Okay.
racer like that. He's going to make use of this cooler, my friends.
I'm
That's
excited
good.
for that.
Yeah, that's great. Let me save this. Does anybody remember the snipping tool?
Yeah, of course.
The shortcut.
Oh no, I forgot it immediately, and I just use the button instead. So Justin Hartwell, I record all this just so everyone ever wants to verify data.
We can go back. Let me
we go.
screenshot that. Save that.
Dude, love that.
Oh, good. I'm not putting it on the screen.
You about to share
Just
your
like to
screen
make
with
sure.
that? Wow. All right.
Put
Well,
his
hey, you
personal
know
info
what?
up there.
Winner.
Giving away 2 things. I hope Gabby is a big,
Gaby.
Gabe. I hope Hoppin
My man, my person hopping.
and Hartwell enjoy
Hoppin'.
the stuff we send.
Hoppin is hoping.
I gotta figure out shipping that cooler. It's rather large.
Dude, you're screwed. Albania is not close either.
Yeah, dude.
He's the fastest VW
What
rider
is,
in Australia.
You ever hear a laser ship?
Oh man, yeah, it shows up. It's a Camry with a little door placard. He drives it there from his house.
We'll figure that out in the next little bit. So congrats to those winners. Thank you very much for contributing to
What was included in the cooler? Just to be clear,
the cooler itself.
cooler
We're gonna-
itself, which is really cool.
I should actually
No pun intended.
You got to put a couple of Steve Weisers in there. The top secret
No.
unlabeled drink.
Details by Doug provided a detailing kit. What's that stuff you guys like?
Bead maker.
Bead maker.
Ooh, love Bead
And
Maker.
nice washcloth. FCP gave us a hat, some stickers, things like that. We're going to throw in...
Is that that FCP hat I stole out there? The khaki one?
No. That was the one. Never mind. No.
Just stickers.
We're going to include stuff I have laying around here, whether it's stickers, maybe
Used
a
oil.
hat.
Empty
some-
McDonald's cup.
Yeah, we
McDonald's
got a
cup.
beautiful mug.
T-shirt for sure, and of course the cooler itself. So we're going to toss some stuff in.
Wow,
there.
this is a big one.
If
for
you
my
guys have
mans out there.
anything you want to bring from your house that you just want to get rid of, we'll pop it on in the cooler. Make it
goes.
as
I have some old warehouse racking
heavy as
while you're shipping.
Excuse, did you win this revival thing? Yeah, there's a Freightliner outside for you.
It says there's a 400-pound delivery.
It's a pallet.
Yeah, we're looking for
What a
some
sign
LTL
for?
delivery. Yeah.
Pirate ship. Oh, good. See, there we go. Big shouts to everybody in the chat. Let's move this thing right along to the. Tim Connors in the chat. I shipped a TDI crank to Montana in a 55-pound wood box for $40.
The craziest thing is the person who deals with a lot of shipping in the chat room
Is in there,
Lay
yeah.
the ship is wild AF.
Yeah, dude. That shit does what they want. I got one thing.
Yes.
I was looking at some car numbers, sales. Most car companies are sucking pretty hard right now, which is nice to see. But Lexus just hit their best ever sales quarter in their 35-year history.
Fuck off,
Wow.
really?
My question is, what is so popular? I don't really see a bunch of them. I mean, I see the RX. I think the RX must be popular as shit.
Yeah.
Certainly not the LX. I see one a year.
Do they cut like a crazy lease deal out of them or
I
something?
don't know. And the GX is just buried. The RX, I think they have a couple hybrids on. You know how like the RAV4 hybrid's crazy? I'm pretty sure that RX is just like the RAV4 Lexus. But yeah, in their 35-year history, this is the best quarter they've ever had. Me and my Toyota got fucking slammed this quarter. So it doesn't make sense. Everybody's getting slammed. Lexus knocking out of the park. I attribute it solely to me owning a Lexus now.
Really pump those
Nothing
numbers
pumps
up.
the market up like me buying a 25-year-old Lexus
Really
or
gets it
20-year-old Lexus. But yeah, that's literally all I have.
Y'all familiar with Hoosier?
Mm.
Hoosier just
I'm a
revealed
Sticky Mickey guy.
its first street legal tire.
Wait, what? They didn't have street legal tires before?
I didn't know that
No,
either.
they were all draggies.
The Extreme Performance
Or
Summer
trackies.
option comes in 46 sizes for rims 15 to 21 inches in diameter.
What do they call them? Bologna
Uh,
skins? The old Hoosier bologna skin?
They call them the Hoosier Mommies.
Who's your daddy?
You know what? It doesn't say
Yeah, why would
anywhere.
they include that in the article?
Yeah, why would they make it? Oh, wait, here we go. The Track Attack Pro.
So it's a street tire called the Track Attack?
That's correct.
Sick.
Joining a crowd list of competitors in the
It
popular
sounds like
segment.
it's street and name alone.
I mean, to be fair, everybody else in their competition doesn't really give it a name other than numerically. So, like, for instance, Bridgestone is the RE71RS, Yokohama AO52,
It's still a name, though. Like, people know, like, an RE71.
Yeah,
like,
the Track Attack's a cool name.
Falcon
Compared to the rest of 'em.
RT660, whereas, right, the Hoosier Track Attack Pro.
I guess, yeah, sure.
Hey.
What's the tread pattern look like?
Tribal.
Is it looking like it's barely legal for street?
It's close. It's not. Yeah, it's aggressive. It's aggressive. I can pull it up real quick for you.
Yeah, pop it up.
There's a lot of room for some heat.
Oh. You know what? It's got more than I expected.
That's about what I expected.
Is it?
I like the totally bare part.
I thought there was going to be just two lines going down the center.
Yeah,
one
look at my
vertical-
man who wrote this, dude. Think of my man from the Ren Fair.
I mean,
I've been watching a lot of Lord of the Rings. I appreciate it. I respect it.
yeah. Wow.
The beard, the long hair.
Push boundaries.
Who's your CEO? Jorg Burfin.
George Burfin.
George. Really? That's
Jorge.
Jorg? Jorg? That's a
Jorg
very interesting name.
Burfine.
Spelling. This was uncharted territory for us. The tire maker used its racing expertise
We don't
to
usually
push
make wimp tires.
to push the boundaries of what a street legal tire in the company's effort to create a tire for track
Tim Connors,
performance
bring
and
back
everyday
Star
street
Specs.
drivability.
Goddamn right.
Whereas it's designed for enthusiasts who want to drive to the track, dominate their laps, and drive home on the same set of tires.
Drive home on the same flatbed.
No, is there any pricing? No,
Nah,
no
not for
pricing,
you.
of course. Nothing like that, but it is
I
interesting.
mean,
they're
it's fancy sidewalls. I like them.
dipping their toe in.
Checkered flags on there, which is a big requirement for me.
Yep. And my other small bit of news, I don't really want to get into the actual hypercar because I don't care. I just think it is hilarious for
Ferrari's
McLaren,
car's new name?
for McLaren to name their new hypercar the W1.
No. Did you see Ferrari's car's new name? It's even dumber.
Oh, the pistachio or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, it's called the 12 Cylinderi.
Fuck.
Look it up. It's the Ferrari 12
Italians have a way
Cylinderi.
with language.
Dude, if you
Yeah.
call it the 12 Cylinderi, they finally done it.
The McLaren 1.
Right.
W1?
Yeah.
I know, but
W1.
like
Because
W1, it just if
Is
you
it a
put it
tax
together,
write-off?
it's just one.
One. Yeah. The 12 Cylinderi. Wow.
you're not going to believe this, but
Looks
I did
nice.
some research. I talked to some Italians,
Yeah.
and it means 12 cylinders in Italian.
Yeah,
Turns out.
I'm gonna blow your
I was,
fucking mind.
I was able to
Hold the
translate that
fuck
for
on.
you.
It's got that Daytona black on the front.
Ferrari 12 cylinder.
Hey, you're not going to believe this either. It's the most powerful front engine 12 cylinder Ferrari.
It's the most red. It goes the fastest. Yeah,
It's the
I mean,
The 12.
I get it.
Cylinder.
The name's no good. It looks good.
It looks.
Oh, it
real
looks
good.
really good.
Yeah.
How do you say 12 in Italian?
I can only do like up to 9.
It's got to be like decade dose.
Once you get into double digits, it's just
The
I'm
12 Cylinder.
I'm off course. Yeah.
I mean, it's a stupid name.
It's fucking terrible.
It is real bad. It might be the worst Ferrari name yet. People in the chat room sound off, but I don't know.
Sound off.
My man Tyler Nito in the chat, $12. 12-0.
12.
12-Olo. The 12-Olo. Oh, they missed it so hard. That's definitely the best name.
12
Are you working for the Italians?
You,
12-Olo.
you for the Italian.
Dude,
you
the
got for
12-Olo.
Dodici?
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Dodice.
The 12-Olo comes off
Hold
so
on,
much
let me try to
easier.
really pump this up.
Dodici. Yeah, Dodici.
Dolce.
Dodici.
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 Yeah.
Anyways, the 12-Olo is what we'll refer to it from now on.
Is
YOLO in my 12-Olo. I can see the song now. You're
Yeah.
filming in my Bentley.
There's some way to work in Chef Boyardee.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way not to.
Yeah.
It does look really good.
it looks wonderful. Yeah.
And it's the fastest 12
You know what I
cylinder
just
Ferrari.
decided on the spot? 'Cause
You get one?
Josh is out here doing willy-nilly things.
Mhm.
Because no one's leaving messages,
Yeah.
the people who donate in the chat, I'm going to shout them out next week.
Oh,
Donate in the
okay.
chat.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so I'm going to give them props for donating in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, and then you're going to repeat 12-Olo.
12-Olo.
Yeah, I can either message, whatever.
Tyler just writes 12-Olo.
Yeah.
Cylinder.
Yeah.
Cylindry.
This way, you know what? We get something some way.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to have something put in there.
Yeah. Big shouts to everybody. out
You know what's
Per song.
shitty is that we all have like some kind of supercar, hypercar, like whatever news.
Mhm.
I guess Josh had tires.
Well, he had that, and I just thought bad name.
yeah.
I wasn't going to mention it, but the name's so bad.
I didn't even know about this Pininfarina Batista.
Like Batista, like from
Really,
the,
Batista,
the
like,
movie?
yeah, with the belly button tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
is there a belly button tattoo in the car?
no, so this $2 million thing, 1,900 horsepower, it's fucking wild. Apparently, there was a
Tyler, back in it, dude, for $20.
oh, big ups in
Big
the
ups
chat.
in the chat. Let's go.
Wow, we got some Tyler and Tyler
Dude,
crime going on here.
We're going to fix the shit out of these goddamn seats. Wow.
Can't wait for this. I'm going to write that down as well. That's not distracting at all. Anyway, I guess in Monterey, there was a Targa Pininfarina Batista, and people were like, who the fuck? How did he make this?
Was it Batista?
No, it was Michael Jordan,
Makes sense.
Every time.
the GOAT.
yeah.
Can we get a picture of Jordan?
Still out there.
There's a picture of him next to whoever this guy is.
Some bum.
I mean, Michael Jordan's still a unit.
I saw Shaq scare gorilla today, so
No, you didn't. He just looked at it.
scared. Look scared though.
But I mean, this is some Monterey car wreck bullshit that, like, I guess was like the whose car is this? No one gives a shit. I like Michael Jordan. That's why I find it relevant.
Yeah, I like a good Michael Jordan shot.
Yeah.
Who
Certainly
doesn't?
more than a Hulk Hogan shot, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Or Obama's chef.
Or
There
any
we
of
go.
them.
Oh my God, the guy's not even the phone. This is one of the most unbelievable.
That's fucked up because the drive at least cropped it correctly.
Dude, I don't know.
Oh,
what that
he's
is.
not even. Is Jordan's at his like own private golf club?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Jordan over there
Jordan's
is doing
been
$100,000 a hole playing
Jordan's
golf.
been sporting that bad earring for 30 years.
I mean, he owns
You know
it.
why? Because you think it's bad.
I
That's
know,
why.
dude. He took it personally.
Yeah.
Good for him. I mean, he's making it cool. I might get one.
I don't know. 1,900 horsepower.
The earring?
1900 horsepower earring?
No, I'm just
1,900
thinking this
horsepower
car,
car.
1,900 horsepower. What the fuck? dude?
Jesus, dude.
It's crazy.
What is this thing called?
The Pininfarina Batista.
Is that Batista? That's what Batista would look like next to Michael Jordan.
The
Little guy.
one-off Pininfarina Batista Targa America.
Dog
Yeah.
America.
Targa America.
Tuavolo.
217 miles an hour, weighs 5,000 pounds, 2.14.
217, you know Jordan's hit it too.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that.
You think he's getting
I
pulled
mean-
over? You're not pulling over Michael Jordan.
Jordan's been like king of the cars for a long time now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a wild collection. I think this is just adding to it.
I think it's just wear shorts.
I don't
nice
think
pair of
the
sneaks.
Monterey thing doesn't interest me. The car really doesn't interest me too much.
Jordan does though.
Jordan does.
Yeah.
How tall do you think that guy is? That guy's probably 6'8". Jordan's a
No,
million.
I think
That guy's about
Jordan's-
6 foot.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jordan's like
Jordan's a
6'5",
monster,
6'6", right?
Yeah, he's 6'6".
Cool car. Nice buy, Mike. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening.
Yeah.
It's-
Let us know when you want to come by and take a look at it.
I again, hypercar news, but this is worthy of. Mercedes AMG 1 becomes first street legal car
Oh,
to break
it
6
broke their
minutes
own
and
record.
30 seconds at the Nürburgring.
They're like, fuck it, we're running it back.
Back to
5-second improvement off the last
back to
time.
back world champs.
Technically street legal.
That's like our guy Ray who was just here.
Street legal, full,
I see
Full
that. I
What
see
part of
the
that
Android
is
Auto.
street?
full suit. Right, that's what he's just like.
Dude, this is an Android Auto. It still has the bad Mercedes screen.
You know what's crazy? It still has that Mercedes screen out of like the
That
2017
stinks, dude.
GLA.
That screen stinks.
This is your street team with their portable jack to get your car ready.
Couple
That's-
guys. Hey, throw
Wait,
a couple
hold
guys
on.
on it.
Is he using space tape?
He is, dude.
Yeah,
Space
dude,
tape.
Space tape fixes everything.
He's
It's
down
true.
there using space tape.
Does it lift it by the wheels?
Yeah, that's a really cool
It
little
does.
setup.
Little cradles.
Wow.
Cradle.
Not so good if you got to change a flat.
Wow,
But
we
What a,
gotta
what
play.
a photo.
Look at the shock fin. Oh, look at
This
the little
thing's-
fucking. Look at the
that's-
cheese graters on
holy
that
shit.
baby.
That's
How many of these do they make?
I don't have to tell you
not
that.
many. I don't even know if this will.
Did they actually make any? Just
Yeah,
because it's
fucking
street legal?
Jamiroquai's going. You know what I mean?
That's
That's
it.
it.
Yeah,
Him and
Jordan's
Michael
waiting for his in the Targa.
Yeah, his one off.
Yeah.
But
There's no
yeah,
way he fits in that
just
thing, by the
worth-
way. It's not a convertible.
Worth mentioning. It's fast, real fast.
Fast cars. Those are cool.
Yep.
What's the song? Something about a fast car?
You get a fast car, fast enough so we can drive away.
Tyler in the chat, 275.
275 units.
Tyler's
a lot
like
of units.
just absolutely producing
killing
the
it.
shit out of this podcast. He
Scott
just
Norton.
bankrolled the whole thing.
Scott, yes, the Mustang GTD did try to hit that lap record, but it was very much rainy.
Canceled
very
due to
wet.
bad Mustang.
Very, very,
Yeah.
very.
Yeah, you know what
wet
that
out
was? That was the Italian weather control. I mean, the German weather control. They're
Yeah.
like, nope.
there. Yeah, not happening.
Shut it down.
Get out of here.
No Americans in our house.
Get out of here, Mustang.
What do we think the Mustang's going to put up for a Numby?
It's probably gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
Fucking 575. 615 for you guys that don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tyler spent the last 8 hours trying to catch up, trying to do his part. God bless, man.
Yeah, I wonder, what kind of Numbies they're going to put down.
350.
Just randomly spitting about.
You think it's going to be below 7?
So that's what I'm debating, saying it's going to get below a 7.
Oh, I hope it beats that stupid Mercedes with the bad screen.
It's going to do 709.37.
Now I go 659 Kid Rock at the helm.
There we go, 659.
I'm thinking like a 707. That was my first thought, 707, but I'd like to see it get below a 7. That'd be nice.
Really?
I mean, so would they.
I'm sticking with 709.37.
It's a solid one.
Yeah.
What was the GT3 RS? That it wasn't like 703, 705 or something like that. There's so many of them. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
It
who
just-
cares?
It is what
Mustang's
it
got a fat ass to drag around that track.
is. It does. It was good. The Americans in it too.
So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't
I
know.
know, Kid Rock's pretty lanky. Could put Paul in there.
Kid Rock couldn't handle a fucking
Kid Rock
four-cylinder
could've been
Mustang,
fine,
dude.
Kid Rock's doing fine in there. Don't worry about it.
But GT3
Okay, so wow,
649.
649 for the GT3 RS.
I'm changing my time to 648.
You know what's crazy is if the Mustang doesn't break. Oh, Tim Connor 755. Wow, this is good.
This
now
is
we're getting some
specific,
content
yeah.
going here. If it doesn't break 7, it's not going to be a good look.
Scott Norris has no chance less than 7.
Oh, so he's got a 30-second
No,
range.
but he doesn't know about arrow wipers.
Yeah, tighten it up a little bit. Yeah, it's got arrow wipers. It's
Yeah.
doing 7.
It's just breaking 7, bud.
Yeah, why do you think I got him on the Civic?
Yeah, why do I got him on everything?
Who's driving? Who's driving the thing?
Kid Rock, dude.
Is it Christian Bale again?
No, it's Scott Stapp from Creed. Just with arms wide open the whole fucking time.
With
dude.
throttles wide open, baby. That's it. It's like
Heard the news today.
Just cranking.
Scott's going. Scott's going for it. He's America's hero.
That's why he's been gone for so long. They haven't been able to tour because he's been driving.
Yeah, dude, he's out there just touring.
Wow.
He's just fucking lapping the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
Got to spend the rest of his life, dedicate the rest of his life to setting lap times.
Oh, that's it.
I'm gonna write this down. 7:09:37. So I can.
See,
I don't even know
Chuck
when
is
it-
probably right. 6:48.
Well,
Just
it
so he-
was
he-
there.
the rest
It,
of
like,
that
when are
gives
they
us the vote of
trying it again?
confidence.
I don't know when they're going to try again. It was there the like past couple days, and it's been rainy.
All right. Well, they have to verify it 7 different ways from Sunday, and I'm gonna have another Steve Weiser. Why not?
Yeah, pop
Hey,
it
crack
open.
a Steve. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They're
you
not
know.
doing anything here by themselves.
Yeah.
My favorite is to re-rack them.
You got to re-rack the empties.
I drink an entire 6-pack while I was here for John's show.
Makes
Have to,
sense. Yeah,
You gotta
get-
stay- you
'cause
gotta stay
you're,
loose
'cause
and
you're now
limber.
addicted to caffeine.
Yeah, congratulations on the pipe water. An eagle is definitely driving the Mustang.
That's
So-
true. Yeah. Do we have anything else? I think we're kind of like that was news. We didn't really nail any questions or anything.
Do we got
so-
anything lined up for next week?
Working on. Yes,
That was the best.
yes. I gotta hit him with the date.
Date. Okay.
Best
the
rain
date
times
is-
that don't need to be verified by anyone.
The date is 7 days from now.
Yeah, we'll nail that down, but we should have somebody here.
We're gonna come up with a date later this week, and we're gonna let them know.
We're gonna look at the calendar.
We're
Figure
recording.
out the date
We're gonna see
situation.
what's 7 days from the second,
Gotta figure out.
and
the
once
date
we
situation.
figure that out, we're gonna have our secretary reach out and book
we're gonna
them.
get back to everybody. And then we'll
It's gonna be
confirm.
between the 6th and the 10th.
Probably on Wednesday.
Yep.
Most likely on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes, he was already aware. I told him I'd hit him with the date.
It's fucking crazy. It's
I
fucking
mean, if
crazy.
he can't figure it out, it's even more
Yeah.
concerning.
The whole thing's crazy.
And then just go from there. Hopefully, he can make next week work.
If he can give Shook a ride.
Yeah, maybe we
Now
can
all of a
transport
sudden-
Shook up here.
Yeah,
Although I wouldn't
Yeah.
wish that upon any man.
you know, you make it happen. Shook's most reliable car is his drift car.
It's true. And honestly is.
Did he sell the Mustang? The Mustang. Did he sell the?
No, I think it's just broken infinitely.
Civic is just definitely.
No, but I mean, think about it. The past few times Shook's come, he's come
He's
in
driven the
drift
Mustang.
car.
I mean, it's a Toyota. That's obviously it's the most dependable car he'll ever
the
own.
Mustang? No, it's a fucking Ford.
Oh, you
It's a
think his
Ford, baby.
Mustang's more dependable than
I think it's drift
the
car.
Toyota?
Yeah,
It's
I don't think so.
I think so.
Although he did just break his Toyota. That's true.
yeah.
The last time he was here, he was in that.
Doesn't
I
that thing
the
have
time before that.
900,000 miles on it?
Toyota.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Totally clean bottom end, though.
The crazy thing is he took apart the E36, rebuilt it himself, and most reliable car he owns.
He builds them better than the factory.
Builds them
It's true.
better. You gotta give the guy
Yeah, I
credit.
mean, nothing's ever going wrong with that thing here.
Gotta give the guy credit.
Not with him driving.
Oh, God, I hope Matt listens to Steve.
Yeah.
Matt said he had to catch up like last week or whatever.
Oh, good. It'll be a little while.
Because
then.
he hit me with the AE86 shells. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, we actually went pretty hard on this yesterday. He's like, oh, I got to catch up.
Nah, don't.
Yeah. So my thing, question about those. What do you do with a VIN number?
You just grab one.
So if you've got an existing AE86, it's a total rust trap. Pop that baby off, pop it on the new shell, right? All's fair.
You get existing anything with a VIN plate, just pop
Yep.
it on.
I mean,
You got a
I'd
VIN plate out of
assume
a Camry.
Yeah,
right
dude,
because
boom.
technically it's not a car.
Matt Wood said it's a kit car.
Yeah.
He's probably right. DMV's perfectly
So I just make
reasonable.
my own VIN number?
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
this is the Corey.si 1.
Yeah.
It's the 12 cylinder.
Yeah, so it's it was a thought I had.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that makes sense. Kit car, or I don't know.
Once you jumped into it, there was so many shells, like full chassis you could buy.
Where do they
It's
go?
Fucking insane. But like kit car, that makes sense.
Tim Connors have an 89 Wrangler, title and VIN plate. That should work.
That's what I'm. So, if you had, I'm still going back to like, all right, you're drifting your AE86. It's like barely held together.
Yep.
It's less like you're like, I can bring one of these things in here.
Slap this together.
Slap that on there.
Grab the Temu chassis for
Go
this
for
thing.
it. The Temu. I wish it was on Temu. At least it would ship faster. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's definitely interesting, boys.
Yeah.
I'm into it. I still support it. Go do it. You and 5 of your friends or whatever, whatever for the group buy.
Yeah, you
I think you email them like, hey, listen, I'll take a 10% paint. I got to put 10% on it for not buying 5.
Hey, I'm
You
gonna
tell-
take
or-
5, but you ship one every year.
Yeah. I'm
or
gonna
like
biff one of these into the wall
At
every
the
year.
end of every drift season, you just fucking scrapper.
Yeah.
hey, look, I'll pay for it. You just get me on a boat with 4 others at some point.
Oh, I see what you're
I
saying.
guess
Group
that's
buy
true.
it.
Yeah,
You
just
group
like,
buy
hey,
it.
look, I'm in, but for 1,
Yeah.
not 5.
We're gonna put a group buy on the Revival Motoring /B for B page.
We just talked about building a car.
Yep,
Could be the one.
can make it happen. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go pop some Steve Weisers in the parking lot and
There we go.
smoke some Marlboros. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. Big shouts to the winners this week. We appreciate you and your constant support.
You guys are the best.
Big
Shout to
shouts
Gabby.
Shows a Gaby.
Big shouts to Ray. Big shouts to Artie. Everybody who popped in on the show.
Big times.
We're gonna pop that together and hopefully
Big
get
ups.
that out. Either
Big
way
ups to
tonight
Tyler in
or
the chat,
tomorrow.
just fucking sponsoring the whole event.
That's
Yep.
to Justin Hartwell for
Big
winning the
shouts to Justin
bandit
Hartwell.
giveaway.
Congrats.
Is he close enough to get there?
No, it's got to ship. Yeah, no, it definitely has to ship.
Oh, so send him a ticket. We'll send him a plane ticket, get him out here for the preview.
It might be cheaper than shipping it. So
Yeah, make him bring it back as a
That's
carry-on.
the carry-on freaking giant cooler.
Cooler.
but yeah, big shouts to everybody. Go to revivemotoring.com where you can sign up for the B for B. Go to our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe and wait some more content because we're working on that bandit video. That's all I got. We'll see you next week. Peace out.
It's going to be a real one.
Wheels
T's and
up.
P's.
Wheels up.
Yep. Making
That's it.
decisions.
It's
Say hi to
always.
your mother for me.
That's it. Peace out.
Later. Go to Luck City.